Alright, in theory, I should be live now, which is rather surprising because for once I'm actually a little bit earlier than I necessarily intended to be. Let me get this chat up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to have to adjust that in a little bit probably, but for now we should be good. Alright, so last time we did some more Steam cleaning. That's what we're going to be doing again today. And I don't think it was last time, but the time before, there was a free game I played, and it seemed like there was a little bit of fun to be had with that game. Primarily, you know, again, for a free game, it was some sort of robot girl defending a city thing, but, you know, for what it was fairly enjoyable. So I went out there and I looked for another free game that I thought might be an enjoyable one to go through. And if you remember a while back, there was a big game. I say a while back, it was probably a couple of years now. There was a big growing joy around something called the Stanley Parable. I'll be honest, the intent and meaning behind that game does go beyond my personal frame. But it was, I played through it. I liked it. I played through a couple of times, did a couple of things for it. But if I'm going to be totally honest, you know, it was one of those things that was just, you know, a little above my head, but it was enjoyable for what it was. Anyways, this game is very similar to that from what I understand. Choices, reactions to how you respond. Welcome to the stream, Dem. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well for you. Just kind of giving some quick cover for this game before I jump in. And anyways, yeah, this game is completely free to download and play. There is DLC content, and from what I understand, that does cost money. However, the base game, totally free. You can go through the entire experience of what it's trying to give you. I don't know what multiplayer is going to be about, which would be interesting. But no, we're just going to jump right into the single player and go through this. So we're going to see what I guess my playthrough of this looks like, because again, it's kind of choice based and reactionary based on what you do. So maximum weight your mother. So from what I was able to see, one of these is like the DLC room, or maybe they all are. Yeah, there's the DLC room. And I did look through some of this a little bit. I'm going to be honest, the mouse setting, can I reduce that a little bit? Wait. Wait, what? Okay, you know, I guess I'm just gonna run with this as is. I'm not gonna get the luxury.
He must be here for the interview. You're a little early. Just take a seat and I'll let you know when he's ready to see you.
Wait, but ma'am?
Oh, and word of advice, if the interviewer gives you a gun and asks you to shoot yourself, just do it. It's a trust test. The gun isn't actually loaded.
I hope you guys are able to hear the voices just fine. And I'll be honest, that sounds like some of the interviews I've been on, so I guess so far it checks out. There we go. Okay, I was wondering why the... Yeah, you know, honestly, little tense, but, you know, there's some real life stuff going on there that's going to be explained later on, but, yeah, no, as far as this goes, Hey, Rigid, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well for you. Been boring today? Well, I'm hoping that this is going to make things a little less boring. Doing good, hungover, you know, that's one way to make your way through a Saturday. Although you guys are different time zone, so I don't know if you're ahead or behind. I think you're ahead of us, so you're probably a good bit later in. Drank a little too much brandy for your brother's birthday. Well, first of all, happy birthday to your brother. Second of all, if you're drinking too much brandy, I don't know what to tell you. That doesn't sound like a problem to me. Working every Sunday for a bit of extra cash in a small local pub. Yeah, dude, absolutely, I get that. A lot of people are going on the second job hunt right now. I haven't had to break down into that yet, but It's, you know, I'm not saying it's completely off the table, and I know that it's unfortunately something that my significant other is looking at, not necessarily a second job, but, you know, a different job. Voices are a little quiet. Thank you for that. Let me see if I can't correct that a little bit. All right. When they start talking again, next time there's audio, that should be a little more, a little louder. We'll see if that has to go up a little bit more after that. My mom was pretty thin. That is some dark humor there. I will read that as written, but that's one of those things where it's like I read ahead and it's like, oh, need to clarify. My mom was pretty thin. Now she's so heavy that she's literally 6 feet under. Yeah. Anyways, what does it feel like I'm hallucinating? Well, no, that's probably true.
Are you talking to the printer? You do realize it's just an inanimate object, right? But hey, I'm sure you knew that already.
Yeah, no, I'm just, you know, it's a very nice printer. As a man who recently had to buy a new one, just gonna say, you know, at least, you know, it works better than my old one did. Do I not just go through there? Do I go through here?
Okie dokie, he's ready to see you. Before you go in, I just need to ask you to deposit any explosives you're carrying in the box by the door. Don't worry, you'll get them back on your way out.
Oh, okay, yeah, I should have a couple on me, hopefully. What? Is this not the box? Am I just not able to do this? Ma'am, can you fill me in? Why door no open? I can jump. I can zoom in. Are we real? There we go.
Excellent. We'll hold on to that for you. Great choice, by the way. All right.
Well, you know, I appreciate it. I will ask, why did that not work the first time I got here? All right, let's see if if I need to turn the audio up, because we have had a couple of lines here now.
Frozen, or are you still here?
Hey Shag, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well. This is, I'll have to double check on the title of it later. Actually, let me see if I can pull that up here. This is Moral Dilemma, and it is it's a free-to-play game, very similar in the Stanley Parable experience.
You'll be fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see the reference there. I was the big dumb. Anyways, Shag, how are things going? Hopefully things are going well, and of course, same thing to Richard. I also need to turn my audio up on my end a little bit. Alright, and now that I've done that, I can tell you right now, I know absolutely certain this audio is not loud enough, because there is some background noise. Alright, it's not much, it's really more just like, some general sound effects of an office, but, you know, it's a little... Do I go around? Oh, okay, that's right. I have a jump button. Wait. Oh. I am supposed to be going for an interview. Maybe I should do the interview first. You know... Oh, wait. No, we'll donate it. What? I feel like I don't like my choices here, but... Okay, yeah, kind of saw that coming. Well, you know... Look, hold on, no. Yeah, don't forget the lint. It's more than I had. It's more than you had a moment ago. Ah, sticky note archive. I don't see anybody. Well, you know, good thing... No. I had to leave my explosives at the door. You're telling me I can get more here? It's okay. I actually triple layered the security just in case you don't. Okay, fine, fair enough. Look, I'm hearing you, but I was promised explosives now. Look, I am an American. You're not going to keep me from the explosives. I don't even care what that says anymore. Does this blow up? Well, I feel like everything I did was in good choices. Unfortunately, I can't take that with me. We need a paradigm shift to move the needle. I don't have the... okay, well... Yeah, that at least looks like it's out of order. Yo, wait, hold up. Let's see here. Let's go with a red 23. Or let's not go with red 23. Fair enough. Wow, okay, I missed a fair bit. Let me catch up on the chat here before we go see the Courage out in the middle of nowhere. Been playing Pokemon Nuzlocke all weekend, mainly Fire Red, but with a few changes. Well, there is going to be some Pokemon clone games coming up later on. Coincidentally, we had pizza for dinner, the kind you... Alright, Family Dollar pizza, nothing wrong with that. Japanese weather in the late 40s, light storm. Okay, yeah, well, you know, fair enough. Look, it's... Here in America, I have the Second Amendment, and nowhere in there does it say that I can't have a nuclear warhead. So... I have the right to bear arms, and I am exercising that to the fullest extent that I can. Nasty Patty from SpongeBob. You know, we did do some Smash Brothers a while back on the Discord. Wouldn't be against doing it again. When she invites you over to Smash and you just find out she doesn't... Well, look, any interpretation of that, my answer is yes. Paradigm, only have 15 cents. Well, Keegs, I have been following the Pokemon games, and I wish that this game had some audio to go in. Wait. I don't trust that this red button isn't going to ruin Courage's home, so I'm going to leave that be. I don't think I can leave that be. Okay, but what if... Okay, well, yeah, at least they're getting fair warning, you know? The siren is pretty... Is that mine? I thought they were holding it for me for Don't call me a monster, you just took my nuke! I know damn well what I did, but I do not appreciate my property going to such waste. I also wish that had a bigger sound. That really seems like it should have. That was barely like the sound of crumpling paper.
Ah, there you are, right on time. Welcome to the interview, capital T, capital I. I was really impressed with how you did in the screening test, so I have high expectations for you. There's been around 25,000 candidates before you, so there is one position available. No pressure, of course, but there's a lot riding on this. Go ahead, take a seat, or don't. See, that's the thing about this place. You have choices. Do you take the seat, or do you not take the seat? It really depends on your morals on seat taking. Anyway, let's get to the questions.
Your seat
First
fun
one,
ride
what's
has
your
too
biggest weakness?
many. I did not hear what the statement was, but I'm going to say my biggest strength is my
Right
listening
then,
skill.
Good to know. But that was not the question. How about we try that again? What is your biggest weakness?
Fair enough.
Maybe I think
Yeah,
honesty is
honesty.
weakness.
I honestly don't give a fuck what you think.
Sure, point made. Not the best strategy, I would say, to curse at your interviewer during a job interview. But hey, that's just me. Maybe it works for you. You know what? Let's just skip the questions. Let's have you take the practical exam. Test your IQ. But you need to warm your brain up first, of course. So, head through to the art room and really soak in the exhibits on display. Make the artist's intellect your own.
Oh, okay. Well, me and...
Nervous? I get it. This art is profound. Like, really profound. Not everyone
I
has
can
those
get
that make it out
behind what
alive.
that's trying to sell me on. The bookshelf that only exists when being looked at. Well, I can't disprove it. I also have the right to bear arms. Might go sleeveless. I might also rob a bear and take its arms. Look, there's a lot of ways to interpret this. If the bear was born here, could I sell a weapon to that bear? Does the bear have the right to arms? Do I have the right to arm bears? If anything, that'll help them fight against the Russians, so... I'll rip you apart with my bare hands. They'll be alright, they just have to pull an Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and go... You know, they do have a refrigerator in there, and it is one of those old, like, early day, like 1950s, green, whatever, immortal refrigerators. So, you know, it would probably work. And by probably work, I mean it won't work, but I'm going to pretend that it does because it makes me feel better. Does the game music seem too loud? I'm going to have to double check, but I would say personally no, but, you know, all the same, I tend to have an issue with game audio being too quiet, so I don't know where to put the line on that. Eustace's chair and Muriel's vinegar. Have you made a decision for what movie you're going to see tomorrow? Not specifically. It's probably going to be The Naked Gun, but there are like 2 other movies still in the talks there, so we'll see what it ends up being. Internet just cut out for 5 minutes. If it goes again, well, I hope you don't lose the internet. Even if you don't stay here, you know, going to bed without the internet sucks. Technically, all things only exist when you look at them. That is absolutely true. I mean, that's kind of cool, though. Well, I might have to go silence my dog. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. I need to have my dog not yelling at the neighbors just because they dare exist in the same planet she does. Anyways. Yeah, technically all things only exist when you look at them. You know, the entire world operates on the same approach as video games. We all know this. If you're not looking at it, it's not loading in, and that is purely just to save. Well, fine finish. I mean, it's yeah. You are a chair. Yeah, well, you wouldn't be the first one to tell me that. Forklift.
Eye-opening, right? Each exhibit holds a million unspoken words. Sometimes I step in there just to think, and before I know it, 20 or 30 hours have slipped away. Time is just a concept in there. Now that your mind is thoroughly warmed up, it's time to put those neurons to work in the IQ test. First, pick up the sword and complete the sample question for me.
Look, the last time an interviewer gave me a sword, it did not end well for anybody.
A tough one, the sample question, but no pressure. Just whenever you're ready.
In ascending order? Well then...
Oh, I just thought it was something crazy. Great. Each question is timed, so keep an eye on the timer in the bottom left.
Okay.
Again.
Question 1. Living things. Living. Modes of transportation. I don't know why I stumbled on the bike there. That was weird. Smallest to largest flower. Cat. Tank. Plane. Mountain. Earth. Somalia, Norway, and does the UK? There you go. Plants. Tree, rose, that, yes. It kind of it depends on who's selling it, but During the 1900s, I guess the computer, the helicopter, the radio? I thought the radio was earlier than that. I thought that was like 1890. Moves with four legs. The fall of Rome, Albert Einstein, World War II, and the Olympic Games. Slowest to fastest. Turtle, cat, horse, car, shuttle, and shuttle. Hey! I am not the dumb.
Genius. A mind so sharp it might cut through the fabric of reality itself. Your name will go down in the history books. Next, we'll scan your brain to calculate a highly precise IQ score. Try not to move too much.
Hold on, I had to get on my
There is a
pedestal.
potential side effect. It's not that common though. Alright, now take a look at the results screen on the left. 140, not bad at
You
all.
know?
You've done really well here. Oh. Well, it could be worse.
Oh no, man. Double digits is still double digits.
How about we just move on?
Fair enough.
The next part of the interview is on the other side of the office. Sorry about that. You can get some cardio in.
All right, so I'm gonna catch up on the chat here because that was a timed event. There's a new show. This wildlife expert rescues and rehabilitates animals that got affected. I'm sorry. There's a show about a man that puts animals through rehab. Humanity has lived thousands of years without the internet. We have books. Look, you're right. You're absolutely not wrong. And if we had to, we could go back to, like, the pre-internet age. But, like, don't tell me that it's more fun to go to bed without videos of people talking random nonsense in the background than it is with. Because I struggle to go to bed if I don't have something playing. Let's hope Ian doesn't have to silence the pupper Old Yeller style. Wait. The game would end right there. I would not be doing that. There was, God, what game was it? I think it was like one of the Call of Duties or something. It's so far back in my memory. There was a game I played that actually had a mission where you were like reliving past trauma or something. And one of the things that they did was like your dad was abusive and emotionally terrible. And one of the things he did was like was it one of the Wolfenstein games? It might have been one of the Wolfenstein games. And they made you kill your dog. And it's like, I struggled in that moment playing that game. Like, no. Also, birds are government drones. This is absolutely a fact. Geese in particular are the tactical heavy-duty assault drones. I believe the website is Birds Aren't Real. Please, by all means, look it up. Go to it. They actually sell a shirt there where you can see some of the different bird identifications. We playing Wheel of Fortune. Apparently, I didn't get to spin the wheel, and I'm kind of disappointed by that. Brides are government drones. Well, I'm about to have one of those at some point soon here as well. All right, let's get that going. Sorry about that. I had something I had to tackle on my end real fast. And I'm sorry that, again, so much of the game has moments without any audio, because right now it is dead silent. Yeah, no, hold up. Meth gators would be awesome as fuck. Is that serious? Like, is that a legit thing? If we have meth gators, I agree. Send them to Alligator Alcatraz. All right, pick your favorite color, and the magic mirror on the wall will tell you something. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Of the colors selected, I'm kind of feeling the blue. I'm kind of feeling. I mean, that's kind of Is that a red or an orange? Looks more like red. If it was orange, I might be more on board. Let's go with the blue. A very calming and peaceful color. Studies suggest 85% of blue lovers tend to exhibit obsessive tendencies. Wait. What? Wait. I feel weirdly accurately called out for that. What the fuck? Oh, hey, that's the not murder one. Well, you know, I hopefully will come across that at some point because I could probably use with a little less living right about now. Yo, kinda pretty as fuck. Set alarms for every 15 minutes, day and night. The grind never rests. 15 minutes for an alarm.
Idea. That there is a teleporter. Let's speed this up, shall we?
But what if I want to waste your time? Just... Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, step into the teleporter.
Oh. Alright. Hold up, that's some magic circle bullshit. I've played enough RPGs to know that you are about to cast some sort of fucking spell.
Oh, well that's not right. This doesn't look like the next part. In fact, this looks like a forest? No, wait, a cavern? Please don't tell me you've teleported to the other side of the world. Alright, hang tight, candidate. I'll just need to check.
Well, wait. No, something's not right here. If this is a cavern, why is there a fountain? Why are there plants with no sunlight? These are fake. That looks like the kind of wall in Skyrim that's going to open up from a checkpoint at the end of the dungeon just to give me a quick access out of here.
Huh. Right. So that was some kind of nature reserve room, I suppose. I'm not sure what the point is. I'm not sure why that's there. I was not aware of its existence. My bad. And whose idea was it to put two teleports right next to each other? What's the point? This office sucks.
Two of them?
Let's keep going. No more
Where's
this time.
Oh, you mean the other one's supposed to be like further down or something?
The achievement corridor. A place of great significance. At the end of this hallway, there's a button. Now here's the thing. If you press it, you'll lock yourself out of a certain achievement forever. But don't worry, if you leave it alone, you'll get the achievement normally later on.
Look, I've pushed every button I've come across so far. Fuck you.
Well played.
Free compliments? Yo. Yeah? Ha! Hell yeah. Fuck you. I'm taking that. No, I don't care. I can tell that it's still
Next,
typing.
we'll be
I don't
discussing
care.
the
I'm too
capabilities of
amazing.
judging moral dilemmas. This is just a practice scenario, but in the real thing, other people's lives will be at stake. So don't take this lightly.
All
When
right,
you're
trolley
judging a
problem.
dilemma,
Got
I want you
this.
to put yourself in the other person's shoes. What would you do if you were in their situation? Be honest. Alright, let's start with a classic. You've probably heard of the trolley problem, right? An iconic moral dilemma. Philosophers have quite literally debated this for decades. But let's see what your take is on this issue. The shopper would like to buy some soup. The options are chicken soup or tomato soup. But she only has space for exactly one in her shopping trolley.
If she has other ingredients already in her cart, then she has most of a meal prepped. The chicken soup is to make the entire meal like around that. I think you're better off taking a supplementary one and going tomato.
Tomato soup. She realizes
I'm sorry, tomato. Tomato.
Anyway, it must be fate. Fantastic. I hope you now realize the importance your choices have and how much impact they have on the world. Do you feel you have a good understanding of how judging moral dilemmas work?
Legally distinct Donatello. Yeah, Keegs, by all means, man, let me know. There aren't any fly. Oh God, no! I know what you're talking about. God, that almost went over my head. Well, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
That was a great moral dilemma. I felt I had agency and made a difference in that person's life.
You know, shout out if you know the movie that quote is from. Like, I had to go with that. I'm sorry.
For free and would love to dedicate my
Absolutely.
life to this job.
Tomato soup isn't just a soup; it's a sauce. You know, I hate that. That's more right than I want it to be.
Although, as much as you liked it, candidate, I think we can raise the stakes just a tad.
Taken reference, absolutely. All right, let's get a real one here.
This man has hacked into every nuclear arsenal in the world. At the press of a button, he could launch all of them simultaneously.
Got it.
Resulting in the mass extinction of every living creature on Earth, including all of humanity. Here's your
So
choice.
it's a net win.
Press the button or not press it.
That includes me, and that's the
Well
problem.
done. Your decision aligns with that of 99% of individuals globally. However, I am concerned by the lack of time you took to deliberate before making your decision. Did you even think it through? Just pick something at random.
No, I was pretty confident in that.
Correct choice.
I even
But we're not
considered
just looking for a
possibly.
random number generator candidate. For all I know, you just got lucky. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm going to be honest, it's not looking great for you. I'm just about ready to throw you into the incinerator. Throw your application into the incinerator.
Would I
So we
be
can
able
try
to
one
join
last
my
thing.
friend the
The
companion
visual
companion
intelligence
cube in there?
test. If you excel in this, all could be forgiven.
Feel weirdly at one with the guilty chair.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am charging you for every minute of this
Well, just in case you weren't aware, I charge double whatever you're charging me. Okay.
What's wrong?
Something in my
Just
way?
Walk around it. Listen,
I'm
I'm not going to wait around for you, candidate. Figure it out. I'll wait up ahead.
Do not read the sign unless you've... Hello? But you know that's exactly where it's going. Hello, Breadbot. You're in the middle of the doorway. Could you move? I'm listening. Buy high, sell higher. Debt is your best friend. Go all in. You know, I feel bread is the better advice there. Although, you know, if you're buying high and selling higher, it's the same logic, so, you know. Wait. What? Every design... I didn't realize this game was 18 plus, but you know, go with it, I guess. Let's you know, I am ready for my blowjob, Breadbot. Whoa! Dad, no! Steam has banned incest games. Heh, clever.
Candidate, can you join me in here quickly? Don't worry, it won't take long. Alright, look. I think it's time I come clean about something. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? remember when you used that teleporter earlier and, well, it sent you to what you thought was the middle of nowhere? Oh,
But
what a
wants to
time
be
that
bred.
was. You popped into that nature cavern.
Yo,
trees,
blazing
plants,
buffalo
all
and
that
ranch
to say
Doritos.
there
Didn't
like you
even know
want
that
some
was a choice.
grand adventure. I'll
I am
admit,
still
at the
used
time, I
to
was a bit
the
concerned.
Cool
Oh, I
Ranch
might have
being the
accidentally
new
sent you to outside the
Dorito
world.
flavor.
I mean, that would have been
I don't
quite
buy very many.
difficult, wouldn't it? But nope, turns out it was just a nature reserve room right next to the teleporter. What a design flaw. But you know, looking back, it was kind of fun, wasn't it? A funny little mishap. It's amazing how moments like that can really stick with you, even now. But if only I'd known how grave the consequences would be. Where are you going, candidate? You can't just wander off during a flashback. That is not how
Well,
flashbacks work.
look, the
This is
flashback was already
definitely
not
not
valid.
the
I'm
office.
fairly certain
Were
I
you really
didn't
so
sit
bored
still
by my
anywhere.
rambling that you invented a
Ew,
whole
tiki
new
bar?
section in your imagination?
Oh, it just pushes
Okay,
me out of the
you had
way.
your fun, but enough is enough. You need to snap out of this right now.
Okay,
Please?
how?
Very well, you leave me no choice.
This
I'll just have to scare
is
you out of it.
disturbingly
Nothing like a
accurate
good
for a
old
portion of
fright
my
to
life.
Wake someone up.
A lot of drinking, a sudden fall. Okay, it wasn't as deep as it looked.
And don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a big one.
Oh, but that's a... Oh, wait, hold... That's actually just a little baggie. I'm down for that.
Something that'll leave you traumatized. I'm talking reoccurring nightmares for years.
No door or window, yet I find my way.
Last chance, candidate.
For what? Like, what options do I have? Scare me up, big boy. Okay, but like, can I grab one of these for like a weapon? There was like a weapon system in the settings.
Boo.
Look, in my defense, our budget was tight.
Look, I tried to
what do you
run
expect,
and all
an
it did was
Eldritch
make me
horror or
walk. So
something?
clearly this is
They're
the fastest I
chasing
can
you,
run away
no,
from.
This is the best we've got. Can you at least pretend to be scared?
I'm pretending.
what? Let's
I'm
give you
running
full
as fast as the
control.
game will literally let
That'll
me.
do the trick. Here's the thing. When you use that teleporter, you didn't just transport from one room to another. You died.
Okay, so this
Not in
is
the
like
traditional sense, obviously. I mean, your
Star
original
Trek,
self, the one who stepped into that
technology.
teleporter, they're gone. Dead.
I also mentioned the
Where you
A&W
are
Ice Cream
now,
Sundae
well,
soda in the
your
Discord. I
phone,
found the
a
sugar
copy, a
version, but not the
version
zero
of the
sugar
original.
version. I need to
It's
keep my eye out
complicated.
for that because
The
that's still one I
teleport
need to
doesn't
try.
actually
Apparently
live
it
you,
does have a
makes perfect
chocolate
copy of
syrup
you at the
taste in it.
destination,
Really?
while the original body, it gets destroyed. That's just how these things work.
I thought those alcohol
Technically
bottles
not
were
the same person
condiments
who stepped
before
in.
you mentioned
It's just a
drinking.
perfect copy with
Well,
all
I
the original
feel
stuff.
there is a little bit of a connection
yeah,
between Dem and I on that.
Figured I should mention that. Anyway, not a big deal. Water under the bridge, really. You probably won't even remember it after a good night's sleep. Right then, let's get back to your interview.
I'm still me enough. Too amazing to give a fuck. That is, you know, the most factually true thing I think that's been here this entire time. Okay, but is the fire leaving? It is the fire exit. Is it leaving? Well, I am clearly an authorized personnel. Enter only if you are already inside. But there's buttons. Yeah, okay, I'm in. Alright, so we got some Chaos Emeralds here, but they're rubies. Pink, blue. Pink, blue, green, blue. Pink, blue, green, orange. Pink. Blue, green, blue. Pink, blue, green, orange. Hell yeah. Give me that ruby egg.
Day 27.
Supplies are running low, and the cold seeps deeper each night. Every breath feels heavier than the last, but hope still flickers within me. If you're hearing this, maybe you feel the weight too, the crushing burden of survival. Don't let it break you. With Lendeez, the emergency loan service designed for desperate times, you can get up to 10,000 credits in minutes. No credit checks, no questions asked. 50% APR, terms apply.
Well, you know, that at least opened with an emotional message that I could benefit from. Okay, but okay, this is one of those things where it feels like there's two ways to look at it. And I was like, it does end. It comes to a stop. If you follow the actual line, sure, you end up in an infinite loop. But I was following it like an old playmat at the restaurant style maze. And it was like, what do you mean? It goes all the way to the end and just stops. All right, so there's an exit. You're telling me that this is fucking pointless unless I buy the DLC. I can't become Supersonic without paying money. It's fucking terrible. Fair enough, working my way out.
Welcome to the visual intelligence test. This is the final part of the interview, and perhaps the most important. So take this.
If you collect them all, you become
For the first part, I
Super
need you
Ian.
to
I
focus and
literally was
memorize
just
what I'm
saying
about
that.
to show you.
The only thing
I'm
that
going to keep
changes
away.
is that you have hair. Fucking hell. God damn. Hitting me with the Asmongold heat. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh god, I'm terrible at
And
these.
that is time. Let's see how much you remembered. How many chairs were there?
4?
Incorrect. Which of these was present?
No, it was like one of those roulette things. Damn. Yeah, it was a roulette
Correct.
table.
What was the playing card?
Oh, what was it, like spades? I think it was spades.
Correct. How many rugs were in the room?
Shit. 2?
Correct.
Holy
Which of
shit.
these wasn't in the room? Incorrect.
Yeah,
Good
fair
job.
enough.
Your memory seems to be working just fine. Next, let's see how fast
That-
you can process information.
Your test
I want you
is
to count
clearly
the
wrong.
sheep.
My memory is
Listen,
not
there,
very good.
Only count the sheep, nothing else. Keep it simple, candidate.
All right. There's like a Pokemon mini game like this. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we really gonna go this slow? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, you sneaky bastard.
So, how many sheep were there?
42.
Correct. You must be an expert at falling asleep. Okay, candidate. I
In
have
fact,
every
it's
element
quite the
to make a
opposite. The
decision.
fact that I reached
Follow me to the
42
results
before
room
falling
and
asleep
see how you
says
feel.
exactly as much. Wait, do what now? Oh, okay.
The results are not like stocks. You can't wait long.
Look, that's on you for thinking that I would follow. Bro, you have no idea the misfortune I'm already having. All right, come on, hit the button. Well, you know, let's let's just see how valid that is. Gonna go with lies. Calling you out. So I was hired. All right. Foolish you to think that I listen to instructions. Oh. Oh, okay, wait. Hold on. The reflector that shows the true me. God, it's gonna be fucking gorgeous, isn't it? Well, don't mind if I yet? Oh. Alright, well, it's okay. I don't need a drink right now anyways. I have plenty right at my... Alright, let's go with this. Gonna let this go here while I catch up on chat. Yeah, those new root beer things sound pretty decent. If you collect them all, no Supersonic without the DLC. You know what? At least that's... When Sonic Forces did it, while they were originally going to make Supersonic paid DLC, after initially being free, they ended up keeping it free. What was that Sonic game that came out where you got to make your own Sonic OC? I actually remember hearing a lot about that one, and the results I heard from a lot of people was pretty divisive. I've either heard people love it, or it's one of the worst Sonic games of recent times. If anybody in chat has played it, let me know what you're thinking about that. Alright, you know, my time is more valuable than that. Lore. Lore is... Well, you know, I bet it was amazing. And I don't need to know what it was. Again, it's weird how the art style for this game actually makes that just look really good.
Hang on, candidate. Before I go ahead and show you your results, there's something I need to ask you. Do you remember that moment when I confessed about that teleporter incident?
Yeah, and then I continued on.
Dead thing. I'll be honest, that was a pretty vulnerable moment for me. But you were.
You've even crippled my jump
Here's the thing I
capabilities.
realized. I basically murdered the original you. I mean, technically I did. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mean to, but it did happen. You agree that murder is, you know, a bad thing, right? Not the kind of thing you should do.
Well, okay, wait. Murder is a... Okay, if we're talking about, like, the criminal murder, then yes. But if we're gonna boil this down to simply the act of somebody else killing somebody, there are situations of some degree of... Yes, you're a monster.
Right, monster. I get it. It's harsh, but fair. I suppose I do deserve that. Well, what if I told you I figured out a way to make things right? Sounds a little wild,
A complete guide to the
But it's
regional
possible. Follow me, candidate.
of stop signs in 19th century Northern Wales. And Dem isn't here to read the book of his
Surely
people.
can't resist a cliffhanger like that.
I feel in danger. Do you want to play me in rock, paper, scissors? Is that how you normally greet people? Well, that's cool. Neither do I. Now, will you play me or not? If I have to, I'll let you decide. I want your pride. No, you have no idea how high the stakes are. My pride is invaluable. My dignity never taken from me. Rock. Fascinating choice. Didn't take you to be the rock kind of person. I pick, obviously, paper. Well, you know, normally you go at the same time, but... Well played. My time is more valuable than sticking around here. And, you can collect my dignity, when I am able to acquire it myself. Thank you for that.
Back in time and stop the first you from ever stepping foot in that teleporter. I hope you're ready, because it's time to rewrite history.
Oh shit, Dem is here! Wait. No, wait.
Seriously, what are you waiting for? That was a really cool and dramatic moment, and you're kind of ruining it right now.
There's a very important book about stop signs to go read. Zoom in. Wait, isn't this gonna create a paradox? Because then there's gonna be two of me. Or is it ending me now? I'm guessing it was the classic Sonic level with the auto scroll section.
Great choice, by the way. Alrighty, go straight through. Keep walking.
Alright, hold
and
up.
Find his office. Good luck.
If there's a chimney, the fire is indeed leaving. I missed that comment earlier. Sonic Forces was pretty solid. My only complaint is that the controls felt a tad slippery. If is Forces the one I'm thinking of, because I would have the same complaint about that other one that came out very recently. I did some videos on it, and it was a very enjoyable game, but I would say the same thing about that, is that the controls did feel slippery. Was definitely overhated. Some people said it was the worst of the Sonic games. Did we just forget about Boom and 06? I'll be honest, at least Sonic Boom was, functional. It was terrible and didn't function well. It was like an old beater jalopy that you had to beat the hell out of in order to get it to go down the road, but it could go down the road. Sonic 06 didn't go down the road. I'm gonna stick to that one and say, however bad Boom was, for me, 06 is probably still tops. And I'm going purely off of the gameplay videos I've seen of Sonic Boom. Okay, it was Forces, got stuck on a level. I'm guessing it was the classic Sonic levels with the auto scroll section. There was a mission in the newer Sonic games. Oh. Yo. All right. Those are effective songs for elevator humming. But yeah, in the new one there was a couple of those. They weren't reminiscent of the original.
I saw you walk through that door, but now you're here? You don't happen to have a twin, do you?
No, but can I take the nuke on my way in this time? No, I have. It must be your imagination. I do not have a very average face. I have an amazing face. There is no one there. It must be a glitch on the.
What are you talking about? I can literally see you standing over there.
No, you can't.
How did you know I have an oversized coffee mug?
Do you?
Over here. Come quickly before she realizes anything's off.
I can hear you, What's going on over there?
Kennedy.
Okay, wait, hold on.
She's noticing something.
I want.
Said I can hear you.
No, wait, but
Kind of
I didn't notice this before.
funny.
Candidate.
Can I get a number?
Happening here? This is some kind of sick prank. You think it's okay to mess with people like this? Well, guess what? I quit. You can find someone else to deal with this nonsense.
So what I'm hearing is there's another position that's opened up.
Damn it, candidate. That was our last receptionist. Alas. Okay, just follow this corridor around. We're heading for the power room.
Look, I repeat what I said. Oh? Okay, so I don't trust this because this sounds like the kind of thing where this could play something from my computer as the sound effect. And I don't need to have music played for my computer that is gonna be a copyright issue. So we're just gonna move on. Yo.
Oh, before
Smoky.
you enter, there is a small captcha you have to complete. It shouldn't be a problem for you. Just click on the monitor to interact with it.
Wait, there's a what? Click. The fish? Okay, the fish. Oh god. Okay. do not like this. Hey, I did fairly decently. Takes an average of 7 hours for humans to... Oh, okay. I feel I have proven my IQ. You are welcome, Mr. Bear. I see you for who you are.
And here we are. This room powers most of the office, including the teleporters, which happen to be
So,
right below us.
Just start
The big
breaking
red button
things,
in front
right?
of you is the one that controls it all, candidate. Pressing that button will shut down the teleporters, erasing the timeline in which the original you used them, and, well, lost their life. But here's the thing. If you push it, you will cease to exist.
Look, let me push the button. I have been pushing every button so far.
Existence. An incredibly selfless act. I know it's a tough call to make, but trust me, it's the right one. Once you
Nope,
press it, you'll
pushing
feel a
buttons.
weight lift off your shoulders. It's one of those things where the relief comes immediately after the action.
I
The
am
original
trying,
you
buddy.
headed
Can you
towards
stop with the
teleportation room
exposition and let me
right
click
now.
the button?
You've got about 20 seconds before that teleporter activates. So make it count, candidate. Make the right decision.
There we go. Oh. Oh, okay. I knew I was ending. But did you have to break my monitor? Asshole. Yeah, alright, well... I guess that ends one cycle of the game, and I think that is going to be a decent enough spot to... Finally, the room I'm meant to be in. Yeah, this is where I'm ending it because there are too many buttons there to press. Alright, let me make sure that I catch up on the... Alright. Let me go through on the chat here. It might have been... Did that one have a time limit? One level in Sonic Frontiers, I remember, designed exactly like the one in Sonic Forces. At least Sonic Boom inspired a pretty fun cartoon. I will say the cartoon was also amazing. Sonic Boom Knuckles is the greatest. Don't forget, Sonic Boom also made Chris Chan lose his mind and pepper spray a GameStop employee in the face. So what you're telling me is Sonic Boom, despite all of the hatred, is actually the greatest Sonic game that has ever been made. Alright, so I think that is going to be a good point to end this on. By the way, I did say earlier, this game is free to play. So, I don't know what all it's available on other than Steam, but, you know, the price is right, and you can go through and play the game to a much different degree than I have, and you can probably get a lot more achievements than I got. Anyways, I'm going to take this opportunity to start playing some of these Pokemon clone games, because that is going to originally be the bulk of what this was going to be as a stream, but that game took a fair bit to get through. And I did know that being of the Stanley Parable realm, it was something that could be gotten through in one setting. Okay, let's get that out of there. Do I connect that again? There we go. So Cassette Beast is one that has been talked about a fair bit. I know that Richard was a big fan of this, and, you know, that's lovely. Let's try that again. There we go. Might go play it. Find the Welsh book. Reminds me, I have Cassette Beasts on Switch. Yeah, I have not played it on Switch. I'm playing it on PC, but definitely was one of the many Pokemon clone games that has my interest. There's DLC in this I still need to get. Well, what I can tell you is that is not my name. Hold on, I need to get the keyboard again. There we go. Need to have the real hero partake here. He, him, favorite color. Ooh, hold up. Okay, let's go with, do they have a good orange? Do they have a good... Alright, I'm not seeing a good orange, so let's go with that for the blue. Skin color, hairstyle, do they have... Wait, okay, hold up. There's some potential here. Jester's hat, the ringmaster, okay. Alright, well, look, it's a little too much hair there, but, you know, we're getting close. There we go. Hair color. It matters. The accessory, I'm gonna go with a red. Yeah, we'll take the glasses. Eye color is green. Face accessory color, we're gonna go with... Oh, wait, do we... we don't have the Gurren Lagann colors because that would still be... I mean, it's sort of red. We'll go pink. Pink glasses. There we go. But yeah, if I end up enjoying this game, I have no problem picking up the DLC. A lot of the Pokemon clone games are ones that I have been meaning to play. There was one that we actually started at one point that, unfortunately, when I went to continue, I don't know if the game was having an issue or if my PC was having an issue, but it did... Oh, okay. But it did end up having issues around the me trying to continue the game. Well, I'm gonna go up this way. Do I punch it? Alright, Keegs, if you end up going to sleep, have a good night, man. There's this Pokemon clone game I have on Switch. I think it's called Xenomon? Oh, is it Apparently Xenomon is one, but I know of Nexomon, and what I will say is Nexomon, if that's the one you're talking about, apparently Xenomon's a real thing, but if Nexomon is what you're talking about, that game is fucking awesome. Nexomon, the original, I have, but I have not played that one yet. My first exposure to the franchise was Nexomon Extinction, and I'm not gonna lie, that thing is one of my favorite Pokemon clone games I have ever played. Traffic crabs don't take kindly to strangers, or anyone for that matter. Well, you know, I hope this ends up a possible starter to Pokemon cassette beast, because honestly, this looks to be like, this is practically my state bird, so, yo! Hold on, you need this. Here, have a Walkman. Okay, quick question. What's your aesthetic? Yo, wait. Spooky.
Yeah.
Aw, wait, Banshee. The eerie moans of the wild Banshee at night have led many to believe that they are restless undead spirits. But this is untrue. They are very much alive. They just like to have a bit of a whine. Who doesn't? Raise this monster's tape to 5 stars to unlock more information. Fine. Fair enough. Alright, now just pop that in your cassette player, put on the headphones, and press play. This might get a little weird, but follow my lead. Holy shit, she's awesome! Yeah, okay, well, you know, I'll take it.
Right.
Fight. The user's evasion is passively raised in proportion to the amount of HP lost. Alright, well, you know, I'm good with a little smacking around. Chance to summon. Hold on, can we see what else we got then? Okay, never mind. We have acquired plastic. Fair enough. All this to fight a cone crab. I own both Nexamon games on my phone. Koromon I have on my computer and Switch. All three of those are awesome, though. Actually, Koromon is on the list of games that I wanted to check out today. This gives the same vibe as Tiny Tina's Wonderland in a weird way. You know, I'm not seeing it, so if you could explain that, I would be interested. Koromon has had my interest for a while. Well, Dem, we are going to be looking at that one today. I didn't finish it. I was enjoying it. You gotta yell at me for playing a bold character. Fine, fair enough. Jesus. Well, you know, let me just throw half of the things that I have for my setup all over the place. That's not going to derail anything.
I'm Kaylee.
Are you Scottish? Anyways, we should probably get you warmed up before you freeze to death in your pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. This is incredibly inaccurate. There is far too much fabric on me right now. Pretty quaint. You know, that is a word for it, but what I can tell you is it's got 4 walls and a roof. Welcome to Harbortown. I already have wait. And you're all just cool with that? This is gonna throw up on the floor here. Ah, wonderful, you're awake. Kaylee gave me quite a fright when she came knocking at my door. You had me scared for a moment, Ian. I don't think it's anything serious. Transforming for the first time is quite a shock to the psyche. The transformation wasn't the weird part. It's like Tuesday. No, the weird part is being told that I'm stuck here. Anyways, Harbortown happened to have a spare home available for you, so this is your place now. Wait, you're telling me I get abandoned here and I just get a free home? You know, I guess I'll take it. Kaylee, you haven't told him? Not to info dump on you, but you're on an island called New Wirral. It's not strictly on Earth. At least that's what we think.
I'm afraid not.
Hey, is there a way back home? No! Fuck you! Castaways have been trying to get back to their worlds for a century, and none have succeeded. But you'll be okay. There's community in Harbortown, and we help each other out. It's not a bad life, and you get a free home. And it's safe. Well, apart from the monsters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're gonna go... It's safe here. By the way, we're about to go on patrol. Loads the magazine into the AK. If you'd like to join me, maybe meet me by the gate. The one just over the bridge we crossed to come into town. In the meantime, feel free to say hi to your new neighbors. I'm pretty sure the world has already gotten... wow, I am terrible at reading. I'm pretty sure word has already gotten around that there's a new lad in town. We also fetched some clothes for you. They may not be, out of fashion for your era, but it's all we have. You don't know what my era is. We can talk more then if you'd like. My clinic is nearby. If you need a checkup, feel free to visit. This all must be a lot to take in, but yeah, you know, it's not... This is not my first RPG where it's welcome to the new town, you don't know who you are or where you are. Ranger book. If I want to go outside in my pajamas, that is my prerogative. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Top, t-shirt. Ooh, give me the jacket. Hold up. Hold up! There we go. Alright, top color 2. Give me that blue shirt. And you know what? Now that we're here, I kind of want to go a little bit redder on the glasses. Alright, the bottom color, I need some blue jeans. There we go. And I think we'll take a little bit of a purple one there. Shoe color, we're going to go with the same 18 to get into that leather brown. No, we'll go a little darker. We'll go with 17. There we are. That seems a little bit... That is the outfit I like to rock with. There we go. There's a Flappy Bird clone in Coromon you can play early on in the game. Not really important, just something I thought I'd bring up. I don't know, like the overworld bit where you... This? I mean, we have big heads, but... I mean, alright, you know, I'm still not seeing it, but, you know, I did play through all of Tiny Tina. I don't know. Maybe I'm just terribly remembering it. Ian's unbuttoned boxers version on his only tapes. Foolish of you to think that I was talking about boxers.
Hey.
Are you feeling a bit better? Not at all. You know, you held your own the last time we fought together, so I've been given an errand and need a helping hand. Do you think you'd be able to help me out? No! Glad to hear you're up for the task. I didn't really have much of a choice. Do you see that path there? There was some kind of quake or monster activity last night. You can see the cracks in the ground. We're going to check on that path and make sure it's safe for crossing. So, when you inevitably walk across it and it collapses, you will be abandoned and need to figure out the mechanics of this game so that you can make your way back to town. Take the key to the gate. And you lead the way, and by lead the way, I mean go all on your own. Okay, well, you know, fair enough, she is at least following me. I'll give her that. There's some basics I gotta show you first. Hope you're ready to turn into a monster again. Ma'am, I have been a monster this whole time. You'll adjust in no time. Again, need I repeat myself? Except, you know, if the bike transformed into a moody floating sheep. And if you're the bike. I do not like the implications of being a town bicycle. Thank you very much. I feel like there was a removed message there that may have certain implications. I have no idea what the message was, so I am just putting my own headcanon in there. Alright, that is a spring heel. It's going to get aggressive if you get any closer. So you're going to get closer. Look, that obviously. Alright, there are action points, the orange squares. If you don't have enough AP, you won't be able to use it this turn. Each party member gets 2 AP each turn, and an extra 1 if they land a type advantage attack. You can plan ahead, yada yada yada. Congratulations, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do for strategizing. I have 2. Let's smack him around a bit. I still want to try this call for help. You've taken a bit of a beating, but your monster form can take it. I mean, I feel like my human form could take it too. The green bar represents your monster form's health, and the red is yours. If a form loses all of its health in a fight, its tape will break and need repairing. Not only that, but any extra damage from their attack that broke it will apply to your health, the red bar. Cool, so we have an over damage system. If both of us lose all of our health, then we have to retreat back to Harbor Town.
Right.
I will say yes and pretend that I understand what's going on. I'm gonna keep calling for help. Show me what you can bring to this fight, Kaylee. All right, let's try this battering ram. Cool. Glad to see that you are completely useless in this endeavor, Kaylee. I asked for backup and you failed on every front. That elevator should be functional. There'll be a switch around here. Find the switch. Or wait, do you mean there's going to be a switch to put it back down? No. Okay. Oh, okay, I see it. Kind of cool for the whole camera turn around. I get that. Oh. Oh, you wait, I just got her tape? I don't have to go around tape catching she flies? Hold up, Kaylee's kind of dope as fuck. What the hell?
Hey.
Do you need a break? We can rest there if you'd like. Well, you know, I probably wouldn't need a break if somebody would be pulling their weight during all of this. Gives you a chance to repair your tapes and heal up. Or murder. Okay, wait, these creatures are kind of cool though. Alright, if I know anything about Pokemon, a snake has the capacity to poison me, and I don't know what poison is going to look like here. So, oh, we can go with the Sonic Boom. We can go all Guile on him. Street Fighter Sonic Boom. You know, I gave her shit for not helping, and then in the next fight, she decided it was going to be the appropriate answer to just start spitting at the enemy. So, you know, Kaylee's kind of badass, I'll give her that, but she's got a really weird series of habits here. Alright, let's fight this other one here. It's an explosive puppy! That is terrifying! I still fear poison more. I'm wondering when I get my Pokeball cassette tapes. Speaking of, if anybody has not been following, first of all, the music is already pretty good, but if you have not been following the story, oh shit. Air type attacks blow out fire type targets, reducing the strength of the future attacks. Interesting. Anyways, if you have not been following the story around the lawsuit between Pocket Pair, is it Pocket Pair or Pocket Pal? The people who have, I can't think of the game, the Pokemon with Guns game, and Nintendo and Game Freak. One of the things that they are suing the, I think it's Pocket Pair. But one of the things that they're suing them over is supposedly using balls to capture the creatures. So, you know, to Cassette Beast's credit, they aren't using balls, so I guess they get the pass. Pal World, thank you for that, Richard. Yeah, I'm having one of those moments where my brain does not want to find the words that my brain wants me to be able to find. Alright, I feel like it's telling me about this because it's telling me I need to. I'm sorry, you're telling me it takes resources to not die? Alright. It's a lot of wood. I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid. Oh, okay, so I thought she was Scottish. She is Irish. Finally, a fellow potato lover. My dad would drive the two of us to the countryside and we'd stargaze together. Camping with you makes me nostalgic for that time. You know, nothing says how best to handle being abandoned on an island with a bunch of strangers quite like going out camping and remembering all of the good things about home that you miss that you're never gonna have again. Kaylee has bad luck with coin flips, clearly. Alright, so it's nighttime now. Clearly this is the ideal, safe time for me to go out and about. Bro, whatever's going on, don't jump. I haven't seen you around before. Let me guess, you washed up pretty recently, didn't you? Oh, is that a cassette player you're holding? Here, take... Oh, that's beautiful. Use the pencil to rewind. Okay, that's good. You know, that's actually the way shit was done back then. I know what way... Kaylee, the fuck was that? This teleported me up here. Look, you've got weird cassette beast human hybrid powers. I ain't got that shit. Do you see that monster? There must be a way to get it to come over here. Do we have like rocks? Because I could like throw a rock at it. That sounds plausible. I don't know if there's maybe hidden things around here. Alright. Yeah, well, we already had one area where something was kind of slightly out of view, so I wanted to make sure on... I don't know, do I like shout racial slurs at it? That'll probably get it over here. Probably get me in a lot of trouble too, but you know. Objectives. Goals. I'm meeting them. I don't trust that to not be a problem. It wasn't a problem. Have you seen these red caches about? I have not, but I did just see this one. Us rangers leave supplies in them for each other when traversing the island. In fact, I was just about to place something in this one. Why don't you take it instead? Cool, thank you. Oh, shoot, wait, hold up. That seemed weirdly like I grabbed the ledge. I didn't know if I did or didn't. Oh, it's a moth. That makes sense. It likes the light.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't have to resort to racial slurs. That would have gotten real weird. I thought it was a bat. Tape. Got it. Okay, so these are the Pokeballs, right?
Well...
We don't entirely know how it works, but it does, and that's good. We don't know how we're able to capture and control these things, but we can, and we don't ask questions beyond that. It's undamaged. It just showed up. I lured it here with a light, which is still there in the background. Clearly, there's not going to be any issue with me trying to throw a tape cassette at it. Oh, wait, hold up. So it just keeps going. Interesting. Dominoffs see themselves as defenders of peace. Oh, so it's Batman. It's Mothman. It's Mothman. Oh man, isn't that like an Ohio cryptid or something like that? Dominoffs see themselves as defenders of peace and spend their by the way, Mothman is not a defender of peace, and spend their days patrolling the skies of the woodland areas. The only thing that can distract them from their noble duties are bright lights such as lamps. Obviously, we could all relate to that. Whether a recording succeeds or not is down to chance, however, several factors affect the probability of success. How much health the monster has, which clearly I had to spit on it first. Must be a P. Diddy party. its level and rarity, how much damage you dealt it while recording, and how much damage the person recording it took. That's actually a lot of factors. Buffing your attacks or debuffing the target's defense can be an effective way to increase the damage you deal to the target and improve the odds in your favor. So buff, debuff, beat the hell out of it, record what's going on, and as it screams in pain, make sure that you get the agonizing death cries onto the cassette tape. Got it. The move you have access to when using the tape in battle are determined by which stickers are attached. You attach stickers to make things better. Interesting. You can give new moves to a tape by applying stickers from your inventory. Moves you don't want to be... You can literally peel the stickers off and put them on other things? Cool. I'm just gonna go with that as is. Now try switching to the tape you just recorded. Okay. Press the stop button and transform. Wait, hold up. I just realized I didn't actually capture it. It's still out here. I still have to beat it down. Oh, whoa, Rigid, calm the fuck down. I am reading that. Damn dustbags always bumping into our lamps. God damn. I'm venturing for food. I shall be back. If you're still alive, I probably will be. I have a few more games to make it through, Dem. However, if a monster takes too much damage, it'll flee, so you won't be able to record it. You with me so far? Now let's finish this bug off. Don't... Look, we just called it a dustback. You're gonna insult it further by calling it a bug? Kaylee, calm down. I get it. Like, the Irish can be a little heartless, but... Oddly enough, I feel like beating it down in the street was, you know, more humane than what you were doing. No, I'm gonna keep that though, because that just seems kind of cool. I have become one with the storm. Some monster forms give us extra abilities when we record them. Just beyond just being able to take their shapes. Don't panic. I have become Mothman! Man, what is that show? I can't remember the partner's name, but if anybody's familiar with the character The Tick, he has that partner, and I'm fairly certain that partner has like a Mothwing thing to his suit. By the way, the non-animated The Tick series, I don't know how long it is, but I've only seen a couple of episodes, and it is really funny. Alright, congratulations, you can now ride the wind. Sorry, I probably should have warned you, but I thought it might be a little easier to show you. Yeah, you know, it's not like I haven't seen it already more than once coming from you. A little bit of explanation before I sprouted moth wings and took flight would have been a little helpful. Wait, but I can't do... is it just... It really is just in specific areas, because I can't just do it. Alright, well, we're making some progress.
Huh?
Is this because of monster activity? We better stay sharp. Let's go! Well, we did already verify that there's gonna be some shenanigans here, and I'm calling it right now! Actually, I called it earlier. You felt that one, right? Okay, well, it wasn't quite what I thought it was gonna be.
What?
What is that? Was this always here? Look, I'm new here. I don't fucking know shit. Isn't this part of Harbor Town? I've never seen anything like this before. Has this always been buried here? You are asking the most wrong of persons.
Huh?
Never mind, I forgot I had to hold, yo, rhubarb. We, my aunt, she has a substantial amount of rhubarb that grows on her property, and I grow strawberries, so, the fucking greatest strawberry rhubarb pie, man. Is this a train station? It should be okay to take a look around, right? Well, who the fuck's gonna tell us not to? I'm gonna take that when I can. This place smells like burning metal. I can't explain it. This place smells like a Subway is what you're telling me. I knew it. So, if these chests are things that rangers put things into, then clearly a ranger has been here before. So you don't know what this is, but somebody does. Gonna take the bunny hop approach. Ian, can you feel something in the air? Yeah, that's kind of just the general Subway musk stank. Don't worry, you get used to it. Yo, hold up, cutscenes? Oh god, it's the cum hand! I think... No? Kaylee, I think we came across somebody, in some private alone time, and perhaps we should probably... Cosmic horror stuff. Rigid. Oh, this is some cosmic horror shit, and me. That was a jizz hand. I'm sorry, Rigid. I don't know what to... Did you see the slime just plastered across those fingers? This is... And the moan! I hope that picked up well enough. Look, I feel incredibly accurate in what I said was going on now. The long conflict has drawn to an end. I am afraid he has defeated me. Truly, this time. I think this is an archangel. I feel like they have rules around, like, don't they? Like old nuns beat you with rulers for doing what that archangel just did. But I mean, if an archangel did it, isn't it supposed to be appropriate then? This isn't like other monsters. We're not safe here. Yo, what happened here? You are not my kin. You come for me once again. I have done none of the coming, thank you very much. Is that a sword in your hand, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh no.
God damn. I love myself some cosmic horror jizz. This is almost as bad as Mega Man Battle Network. I have done none of this. The game just gives me fuel. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Archangel Morgante. Level 100. Hold on. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me get myself a little more beefed up at my level 8. Hey, think you might be able to make that call for help this time? Yeah, those are not coin flips. I am sorry. Wait. There's no way. Alright, let's try to have you not be hit further. Unlike other monsters that spend AP to use moves, Archangels accumulate all of their AP until it reaches 10. Once an Archangel reaches 10 AP, it unleashes all that power at once in its unique angelic attack. To survive, use your moves strategically to either set up a solid defense in preparation or defeat the Archangel before it gets enough AP. I feel like you're asking me to do a little much. Okay, we're gonna continue trying to up our evasion. Maybe our evasion can just get high enough that it can't hit us anymore. Kaylee? You good? I get like Morgante was opening up with that, but like you too now? I'm not gonna die here. Not like this. Do you hear me, Ian? This isn't the end for us. It can't be.
I refuse.
Hold up. Are we gonna have like are we gonna have like some weird merger? Are we gonna have a fusion dance? We're gonna fight this thing, and we're gonna do it together. I was bullshitting! Okay, when your goals are aligned with those of your companion, you can fuse to become a singular, more powerful beast. And by the way, the music is really good so far. This is fucking dope. The closer you are to your companion, the more powerful you are as a fusion. By the way, you're both level 8. Congratulations, you are now both level 80 because that's the kind of dumb power-up I'm expecting this to be. Keep an eye on your fusion meter though, you can only fuse when this is full. As a fusion, you gain 4 AP each turn instead of 2, allowing you to make use of more powerful moves sooner. You also have access to all of the moves, and we're already kind of getting the beef from my attack up and the evasion. So if I call for help now, surely it can't fail again. Alright, do we have like a bigger beefer batter move? No, okay, we're just gonna go right for the battering ram. Okay, that didn't work. I guess we try the sonic boom. Holy shit, this is actually doing things. Hit me with that guile theme.
Even now.
Notice the vocals kicks in when you fuse. Yeah, that again, like there was a thing to that, and it really felt badass. I will say I wish I was allowed to be my Batman form in that. Hey, did we not die? Yeah, that sounds about right. Your stamina wow. Your stamina increased by 20%. You can now glide for 3 seconds.
Enough.
My time is drawing to an end. Why have you come to this wretched place? Why have you come in this wretched place? I kind of feel more at one with this comment, especially knowing where the... Oh, she got it in her eye. Ew. Look, when it... You can close your eyes. Like, it's... You do you. Clearly, you were doing you before I got here, so I guess that was unnecessary to say. There is a way. There are none who know the path but I. I require a vessel, and you require a guide. Rebuild my strength, and in turn, I shall lead you from this land. I feel like trust here is on shaky ground?
Very well.
Very well. Hear my song. Please tell me it just moans again. Please tell me it's just gonna moan again. Oh. Oh, she went inside me. This is the reverse of how this is supposed to go. If you wish to leave this land, then heed my... Congratulations, you didn't read that. You must rise to the task at hand. You must walk the path most... Don't tell me about my long path and the task at hand. My hand is being kept outside of the pants right now, please. Ian, are you okay? What happened? You blanked out for a second there. We should get out of here. I feel like we're bringing something out with us. A lot happened at the train station. I guess we should probably talk about this. Yeah. How about the weird creature that is now inside me and making dirty jokes all of the time?
Archangels.
Supposedly, when the first unlucky sods washed up on the shores of New Wirral, they thought the monsters were angels. And some of them wrote of other entities too, greater than the others, creatures that that look and feel wrong. Do not tell me about the wrong feel of the creature that was trying to get so inside my pants that it is now inside my soul. Logically, they called these other creatures archangels, the highest ranking among the order of the angels. Of course, when people learned that they could fight and defeat the regular monsters, they lost their angelic allure. And then what? They started getting freaky in subway stations.
Well,
They've had a bunch of names over the years: angels, demons, devils, ghouls. We just call them monsters now. It's a good catch-all term. These other creatures, though, like the one we fought, they're still archangels to us. We don't know what they are. No one really has seen one for a long time. Looking at the thing that we fought, it's hard to explain. It felt like I wasn't viewing it correctly. Yeah, it was kind of like breaking the fabric of reality while it was also nutting into the fabric of reality. Like trying to watch a movie through binoculars or something. I'm making some assumptions there. I'm making a lot of assumptions too, but I feel like mine are at least formulated on a little bit of the evidence I have to go off of. We are all from different worlds, after all. You might not know what movies are. I've seen my fair share. I've been in New Wirral for 3 years now, and I've still not completely learned to adjust my cultural references when I talk to new folks here. Well, why bother? You know what? Confuse the ever-loving fuck out of people. Oh yeah, that. Fusion is a rare phenomenon known by the Rangers. Hold on one moment, guys. My life just peaked. I coughed into a hiccup into a burp. Did you just like expunge a demon, Dem? Your stamina increased. There's a dirty joke in there somewhere. Yeah, and I can glide further now. So, you know, interpret the terms as you see fit. And all I'm saying is I can now ride the high of climax a little bit longer. And as a guy that matters, we only get one of those. At least per session. Fusion is a rare phenomenon known by the Rangers. There are fused monsters in the wild, and supposedly the leader of the Rangers can do it too. In the right circumstances, two people in monster form are able to unite and form one powerful being. I guess the right circumstance include nearly getting killed by an archangel. I feel like death wasn't what it was working on. Did you realize the sheer number of misses that it had? It was trying to edge us. And we played into its sick games. And clearly I am the vessel. I am the jar in this scenario, and I do not appreciate the analogy that I just made. It felt strange in that moment. I was sharing a body with you, and the thing we became was both of us, and not us at the same time. I've never fused with anyone before. It certainly wasn't expecting to fuse with someone I barely know. Yeah, didn't they say something about needing to be like on the right wavelength or something? So, it really is kind of awkward there. It just kind of happened in the heat of the moment, right? Yeah, you know, that's what we talk about with one night stands. we just had the Ranger equivalent of a one-night stand, and you know what? We wouldn't have survived if we didn't. It's like when you're trying to... Hold on, I need to reduce the volume a little bit now. The last game was quiet as hell, and this one's a little louder. Yeah, this is very similar to when you're like trapped with someone out in the winter, and you just both have to strip naked and, you know, cuddle real close to survive. That's what you call it, right? Now that we've look, what do you want me to say? She's playing into it. Now that we've done it, I have this weird feeling inside me. When we fuse, am I supposed to wear protection? I feel like I'd be able to fuse with you again if we ever need to. I'm not saying no. So let me get this straight. That Archangel, Morgante, her memory is... I feel like it's more than her memory. And she knows a way to leave. Is there even a chance that this can lead to a way off the island and return people to their homes and their families? We owe it to everyone on New Real to find out.
You and I!
Man, I am feeling the effects of my allergies right now. I am sorry, guys. Two if you're fertile enough, but the second one hurts a little. Okay, yeah. What do you say? Are we in this together? So hey, we kind of had to fight an Archangel that was masturbating in, what was it, a subway station? And then we had a one-night stand together. And you know what? I am ready to be partnered with you for life. You know, I'm in. Let's do this. Look, guys, I'm just saying, I didn't even have one heart yet. And she bonded with me in a way that few others even know about. So, look, what can I say? Your boy's got game. Building relationship with your friends. I feel like what happened there was more than friendship status. But you know, maybe it's... Yeah. If an Archangel... if an Archangel gave you a quickie... That is right where my brain went. Is that what we're calling a vision now? Then you need to find another one, and you need to be strong enough to stand against it when you do. Oh, you need to find another Archangel, and you need to stand your ground as it beats its meat to you. Oh man. The Rangers have a training program that will help you become strong enough. Let's begin by getting you in a meeting with the Ranger leader. You know, that other person that can fuse with people. By the way, it's also a female. Congratulations on picking the male character to start this game with. Oh man. I am trying to figure out if I can save this game now, because this is... I think we're gonna call this the quick look at Cassette Beasts. And honestly, given the way that this just went, I kind of feel like maybe there should be more to this, because we now have running jokes that we can build off of. Oh man. Alright, let's quit this though, and let's load up another game. So, Koromon is next on the list, which is another one that was talked about earlier, but I need to catch up on chat. The jokes are just... rigid. That was not the only thing flowing so far. Almost enough to impregnate my brain. You can also be gay in this game if you want. Look, I'm not saying... Look, we've already had, like, the first interaction. I feel like the implication there is more bi, but... You know, that would be on brand for the characterization that we tend to go with. I return to the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough for the evidence of that claim. Shame Vaporeon isn't in this game. I mean, what? Would you like to reduce the intensity of in-game flashes? Everybody watching, be careful. There is going to be flashes from this point on. I am not responsible for what you can and cannot handle, but I am not going to reduce the flashes. Now, one moment while I mute myself, let the game tell its bit, and find a napkin to go die in for a moment. Sorry about that. I kind of figured there was going to be some story here. Derikara and... Okay, I'm assuming that's supposed to be Orochi, but Orochi. Why does it look like Orochi? Like that O should not be a long O. I read it first though, and I thought that first O was a C. Go Crotchy. All right, let's see here. Phantom Spike, Toxic Cloud. I feel like I need to up the volume here too. The game is really quiet. Uh-oh. I don't know what any of these do. I have 39 SP. I assume that is a cost down there. Let's start with Poison. Bubble Wrap is actually a move, and I'm not mad about that. Alright, Crotchy used Toxic Cloud. Obviously, you need... Gentlemen, always remember to wash your Crotchy. Alright, I don't know what Horror Mask does, but let's take a look. Man, 8 is really beefing up its defenses. I just hurt myself to do nothing. That felt like a bit of a waste. Lovely. Phantom Spike? Splatter. Oh, it's one of those multiple hit moves. Alright. Holy shit, that was actually kind of effective. I'm gonna do a few more of those. Good thing I'm not seizure prone. Don't want to run the risk of the Electric Soldier Porygon. Man, the entire story around that is still wild to think about. And like I've seen the episode. I can understand how, but the idea that it was such a massive scale issue was, you know, even still, it's surprising to hear about. That is a terrible double hit move because it has the potential of only hitting once. Alright, I think the poison was a pretty smart opening move. As soon as we get further into the game, I'm going to try to find the settings and turn the audio up because this definitely feels really quiet. Alright, my Crotchy earned 3,300 experience, hell yeah! That is a well-seasoned Crotchy! Oh man, that was a weird... My lungs are dying! Worst part about the Electric Soldier Porygon thing is it wasn't even too bad until they replayed the clip on the new... Holy sh... You're telling me that the issue existed, and then they said, oh, hey, you know what's a great idea? Let's just keep playing that on the news over and over again. God damn, that's dumb. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. My lungs are trying to, like, leave my body for a moment. Alright, hopefully that's a little better. It is going to be really awkward trying to play these games with all of the references that get made, when I'm living with my significant other, so this is going to be a little awkward at that point. Don't close your eyes again. Today is your first day of works at the Luxalis. At the what? Why don't you put on something nice? You want to make a good impression. I get another character creator? Yo, we get more character creation. You know? Yeah, let's go with that. There we go. Okay, we got the hoodie. Hold on, we got a couple of hoodies. That kind of looks like a bit of a jacket. Denim jacket. Hold up. Can I rotate the character? I cannot rotate the character well enough. Oh, okay. So based on your clothing is how you're gonna pick your appearance on the gender viewing there. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with the red jacket there. I kind of like that. Get myself some glasses. Let's go with the blue glasses. Kind of feeling those. Wait! God, those are some bug-eye glasses. Nerdy spectacles. We're going to go with the basics there. All right, hair. There we are. Give me that chrome dome. Hold up. We get beard showings. All right, that kind of feels pretty good. I mean, that's just a little too much, but there's really not anything in between. Ooh, wait, hold up, the mustache. All right, I'm gonna go with that one. Let's go with a little bit more into that red. Let's get them Irish roots showing, and we get to rock some headgear. Hold up. All right, I don't see the style of hat that I tend to wear. So, we're going to go with the do-rag. I'm feeling that. I was hoping it would do a wraparound. Apparently, I don't get that luxury. There we go. All right, be sure to wear something nice. Go to your interview. So we're going to not shave and wear a do-rag. Got it. All right, so let's get in here and adjust that audio. Yeah, okay, it is. Whoa! Yeah, it is a little. All right, hopefully that's good. That sounds a little bit better. I broke your floppy, swarmy high score last night. Well, piece of shit. No, wait. Cool. Telling me I can't beat his score? Fine. Good morning. Good morning, Ian. You're looking pretty sharp. Well, thank you very much. You must be excited. You're finally going to become a Luxalis battle researcher. To celebrate your new job, I made a reservation at your favorite breakfast place. We can head there before going to the station. Oh, hell yeah. Sounds great. Come on. Dexter, dear, please keep an eye on the cakes in the... Wait. Look, I have a little brother in real life. That is... Mom? One delicious breakfast later. I will say it wouldn't have gotten that bad unless they dimmed it down. But they only aired it once. The news made it worse. That would have been... You're gonna eat at Bob Evans. Look, we do not need to talk about my gay lover here, Rigid. So, here we are, Ian. At the starting line of your own adventure. Look at you, all grown up and choosing your own path in life. I'm a little sad to see you go. But I'm also very proud of you. Ever since you were little, you've been dreaming of working for the Luxalis. I know you're ready for this. That's why I got you a little something. I've been saving up for this day so you don't have to worry about gold. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. 20 bucks. Oh, hold up. 3,000 gold? God damn! Thanks, Mom. That's very sweet. I'll make good use of it. Glad to hear that, honey. Oh, look, I can see the train approaching. Alright, everyone's getting on. Do you have everything you need? Your backpack, your ticket, clean underwear? Mom, yes. Okay, I cleaned my crotchy, okay? I'm not gonna not call it that. I'm sorry, guys. Don't worry, Mom. I'm old enough to take care of myself. Oh, the train's about to depart. You better get on before it leaves without you. But first, big hug. Bye, Mom. I realize that my mouse is on screen. There we go. Goodbye, dear. Now I have to go home and find out that your little brother burned the house down. I'm almost going to be disappointed if that's not what happens. I will say, the model looks pretty good up front, but you go to the side, and my God, my guy has a hell of a head. Also, like, why are the glasses at my chin? Like, I don't get that. That's a little weird to me. Okay, so I guess the other one is to go the other way, because I don't know why it would have stopped me otherwise. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Luxilus campus. How may I assist you? Hello, my name is Ian. I'm starting out as a battle researcher today. Oh, a new colleague. How lovely. I think you'll have a wonderful time working for Luxilus. Please, give me a moment while I check your registration. Ah, I see. It looks like we still need to know your preferred difficulty with this. We can personalize your adventure. What? Most trainers use the normal difficulty, which I would recommend for regular experience. Take this handy book and read it well. It'll explain the differences for each difficulty in detail. I will read it carefully, and by read it carefully, I mean exactly like that. Preset. We're gonna go with normal. Thank you very much. I've made all the necessary adjustments for you. You can return to that computer at any time and change your difficulty. Basically, if things are too hard, you are free to come here and bitch out. At Luxilus, we offer 2 training courses for new researchers, a regular course and an extensive course. Would you prefer the concise regular course? Give me the regular, just, you know, short and sweet, please. Every battle researcher requires a gauntlet in order to carry Koromon safely around Valua. We have several color variations from which you can choose. One moment, please. Wait, is this gonna be like me picking my starter type too? Alright, we're gonna take the red. I think the red works out fairly well for our outfit. A good choice. That one goes well with your eyes. My eyes are green, ma'am. I picked it because it matches the jacket. Your first stop will be Koromon Lab, where Nelson will help you get started. Please, take this Lux Recall RC. This state-of-the-art device allows for a streamlined training experience. Please stand still. I will now activate your Lux Recall RC. Have fun and shine bright. The fuck just happened? That bitch just killed me! We went over this in the first game. She teleported. She has ended my life. Ah, that smell. Somebody was just vaporized and reconstituted outside of my office. The smell of a Starryard battle researcher here to receive their first Koromon. Just hold tight a moment. Oh, sweet, we get to pick our starter. That should do it. I'm Nelson, by the way. You must be excited to start your journey with your own Koromon. Well then, let's get right to it. Stand in front of the hatches when you're ready. Here are your options. Taruga. My immediate reaction was, what the fuck is that? This Koromon is very strong, loves to battle, and can learn powerful moves. Nibelgar, a water-type Koromon. Why do I feel like that is going to become the Crotchy? This Koromon has high endurance in battles and is able to outlast most of the Koromon. Yo, it's Snowbear! And finally, the Ice Koromon, the Cub-Zero. This Koromon is a jack of all trades, perfect balance between offense and defense. Why don't you take a closer look? Trust your instincts and pick the one that you like the most. All right, well, I'm down to the first two, so let's take a look here. Oh, that's kind of adorable. And you're telling me that this one is like physically offensive, but looks like a turtle? Slam and cute pose. All right, that's kind of... No, wait, fuck it. I'm in. Give me the land shark. I don't even give a fuck. Give me land shark. Okay, I am not gonna do that. Thank you very much. Your Nibelgar seems to have the fully rested trait. Very useful indeed. But you won't get far out there with just one. Take this patter bit for extra protection. Well, you know, the last game didn't give me protection before they made me air quote fuse, so I appreciate the protection. Oh, sweet, I got a data chip and some Beyblades. And some snack cakes. Now that you've got your Koromon, let's give that Nibelgear of yours its test run. Just hit over 3 here. I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night, Dem. Hope everyone has a good stream. Enjoy your night. Hopefully you wake up free of the hangover experience and are able to find your way to that bourbon bottle again, because frankly, I don't think you've had enough. That's my take on it. I'm no doctor. Nibelgear is a... Hold on, it's a water rat? I thought it was a shark. Well, you know, whatever. Water rat, we're going to go with that. No, I'm going to take another look at it. It very well might be. I thought it was a shark. I'll activate your Lux Recall, get you to the battlegrounds. Hold on, we're going to both die for a moment. Don't worry, it'll be a fair fight. I've brought my Cub-Zero, which has the same level as your Nibelgar. By the way, it's probably got a type advantage, because fuck you, I'm the doctor here! Helpful tip, if you hold down on your skills, you get a detailed over... Oh, okay. You know, that would have been great when I was having the dream about my... Rachi. Holy shit, you're right, it is a rat! Well, we have our water rat. What does Mighty Roar do? It's a Mighty Roar, decreasing the attack of the opponent's by 1. Well, we are going to let out a Mighty Roar from our mouse. Well, I feel like suddenly that was not a terrible choice. Let's get biting. Did we just tell you to fuck off with that damage? I'm down for that. You literally scratched a rat and the rat was like, fuck you, come at me for another one. Alright, we'll take one of those without too much of an issue. Luckily, it's lowering my defense and not my offense. I don't need to worry about dying when you're already on the ground. 1 fight, 2 critical hits, and a Mighty Roar. Clearly, this mouse was built different. Is it a rat shark? I don't know what it is. It's clearly mouse adjacent of some variety, but like, I'm down for it. Bubble Burst. Damage the target with... Okay, so we got Bubble Beam. Or, no, this is basic Bubble. Bubble Beam would be a little bit more explosive. 20% chance to lower the target's speed. That's not bad, though. Take whatever status effects we can get. Impressive. Here, have some money. Well done. You and your Koromon are going to make quite the team. I just know it. Remember, you can visit the Trainer Hub anytime to restore your squad back to full health. Alright, so, can I, like, go out there and start doing my job now? Absolutely. You can start by exploring Radiant Park. Wait, one more thing. I advise you not to pass the bridge yet. The Koromon past that point are generally less beginner-friendly. Larry from the R&D lab can hook you up with a gauntlet module to keep you safe. You can find the lab in Radiant Park. Best of luck, Ian. I'll be at the Koromon lab if you need me. Shine bright. I don't like the cult-like level of light-based puns. Alright, that's where we heal up. Is that a chest? Can I open that? That is a chest. And then I found some snack cakes in it. Hell yeah. Shine bright. In your bathing suit? Fuck yeah, get me in there. Finally, the outfit I was meant to be wandering around in. No, I want to change my outfit, please. Never mind then. Homeless man, you look like somebody who's capable of stripping down to your skivvies. Hey, you see that machine to your right? That's the storage machine. Whenever I feel like... I don't know why I read that as snubbing out. Whenever I feel like subbing out a member of my squad, that's where I go. Well, you're a terrible homeless man. You kept your pants on. You seeing this, right? I'm the top. The cream of the crop on Coronet. The best. You most certainly are not. My daddy is Breadbot. You know, I used to be like the other losers on this board. Couldn't keep a winning streak to save my life. I got owned repeatedly. But then I started using the sexy taunt after each victory. This unique taunt kept my adrenaline pumping for a grand total of 6 Coronet wins in a row. I wonder how long it'll last until I meet a Coronet trainer who can tie or even break my winning streak of 6. I thought they were saying that there was something about, like, something here, but, you know, I have lost interest and I am more interested in apparently going in this door again. Oh shit, this is the lab. Cool, don't care. I don't think any of you are the people I'm looking for. Is that you? I thought this was where I was supposed to go. Apparently it's not. Lovely. There's a downstairs. There's a downstairs, and I can't be paid enough to care yet. And I think that's where I came from. Alright, out we go. They said don't go past, what was it, the bridge? It's dangerous past there. I guess it'll be more clear if we ever see the evolution. Sharks are also cool, so I'm good either way. Ed looks like the Sephiroth sword. Looks like Sephiroth sword with the fedora. There are actually daily bonuses, but wow, I am getting tongue-tied. Daily bonuses. Complete 3 challenges each day to unlock, I guess? No, fuck you. Alright, wild grass. What do we got here? I knew it. Pokemon rules apply. Alright, but hold on. That thing's kind of adorable. Let's get it wet. Alright, can I catch this thing? Yeah, here we go. Gotta throw a Beyblade at it. Hell yeah. I feel like that line is kind of a lie. If it was such a notable escapist, it wouldn't have been caught so easily, now would it? Hey Viv, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well. You unfortunately missed a long series of rather hilarious circumstances with the last game, but we are here now, and I am deep on the sleep deprivation and 2 games in, and I have more to go. So we are going to continue checking out some of these Pokemon clones. Anyways, how have things been? Alright, I want to see. Do we get like a Pokedex entry? Not really. I was kind of hoping for that. Alright, we're going to keep it. I don't know why they even gave me the opportunity to like not keep it. That's kind of a weird thing. Alright, so we got the Black Spearow there. Alright, that's not a bridge. Guess I should probably... Yeah, but like, I want to go fight things. What is the point of a Pokemon game if I can't go and go engage in animal cruelty? Oh, Patterbit. Alright. Toss a few more bubbles that way. Okay, kind of feeling the pressure on my little rat here. Alright, let's give it another catch shot here. Please sleep soon. Yeah, I actually have like a 2-hour drive to go partake in tomorrow morning. And by tomorrow morning, I mean like 7? So yeah, it's probably gonna have to happen sooner rather than later, but I need to get at least a few more games in, at least one more. Things are okay, just finished playing Peak. By playing Peak, do you mean playing Final Fantasy XIV? With a friend and had a lot of fun. Otherwise, I'm curious what you mean by playing Peak. Because, like, don't tell me Final Fantasy XIV isn't Peak. I almost released Patterbit. Did not mean for the nickname, sorry about that. Helicopter Bug, to be fair, house... That's a terrible thing to say, and I'm... Houseflies are basically dirty helicopters. Okay, so nobody's surprised by now to hear that I have chickens. There's been some issues with the chickens, by the way. I haven't gotten into any of what happened during my birthday week. I need to take a moment and tell that story, so I might just do that here before we go talk to this doctor guy. Anyways, one of the things I'm going to say is, in keeping chickens, there is a issue dealing with flies in the area. I have chickens in one area, rabbits in the other. And it's not uncommon for there to be a buildup of flies where you have animals. So I have these buckets that are suspended in the air that are fly traps, and they build up a massive, nasty stank pile of dead flies. They lure them in, they go in there, they end up dead. I went out there because I'm having some issues with the chickens, which I will get into in the story in a minute, but I had bumped one of those buckets with my head, and the entire thing collapsed onto the floor, and my god, it was the nastiest smell I had smelled in a very long time, and it was a nightmare to clean up. Final Fantasy XIII is the best... Wait. Yes, I'm the only person who thinks this. Okay, yeah, there you go. To be fair, I haven't played most of them. Honestly, if I'm picking like my #1 Final Fantasy game, for me, it's Final Fantasy VI, and then it probably goes to 9. And then I'm more of a 7/8, but there's some controversy to that. So yeah, that's kind of the way I would go with them there. Final Fantasy IV is also pretty good. Honestly, I'm very picky about a lot of the modern Final Fantasy games because honestly, a lot of them, by my standards, have not been particularly good. I can say some nice things about them, but you know, it's not why we're here. I think my soul would leave my body if that happened to me. I do not envy you having to clean that. Yeah, that was, it was easily over 500 fly carcasses that just splattered everywhere and got all over my shoes. I soaked them in a cleaning fluid, I scrubbed them out, and I even ran my it was just my work sneakers, so you know, they're old and nasty as it is, but that was next goddamn level. So they went through the wash and everything, and I had to have them outside to air dry all day because I wasn't even letting, after cleaning, I wasn't letting those shoes in this house. Anyway, so yeah, to briefly go over what has happened since my birthday, because if you haven't been on the Discord, my birthday has been pretty nightmarish, and I've had some issues ever since. So, obviously, on my birthday, to kick it all off, I got kidnapped. I got hauled out of my, not kidnapped, literally. I got hauled out of my house, under the premise of getting to go do whatever. Come to find out, actually, we're not doing anything, and I just got abandoned at a mall by the people who kidnapped me. Go ahead, friends, family, you know, the group. So I got abandoned there for a while, and so basically it was just like, well, shit, now I'm here, I've got nothing to show for it, so I went and I saw a movie, spent some money, walked around the mall for a bit, and finally it came to the realization that, hey, the reason I was actually brought out there was for dinner. So I had to spend all day at a mall, not at my house, with nobody around me, under the guise of it being my birthday so that they could all take me to a birthday dinner. By the way, we got to the birthday dinner, everything came incredibly late, it was cold, it was undercooked, basically the meal I got was inedible, and so it was just like, look, I literally had to be that guy on my birthday and say, I'm not eating this, I'm not paying for this, all with a group of friends and family there, and it's just like, I had to be that asshole at the restaurant, so that was kind of shitty. Anyways, come to find out, that day, out there, I caught something. I get home, spend the night, and I wake up with a throat so swollen that I actually had to look to the sky for the first 3 hours of that morning while hydrating so that I could breathe appropriately without feeling like I was going to choke under my own throat. Anyways, come to find out, go figure, yeah, I'm incredibly sick. I get put on some strong antibiotics and some other medication, and I spent the next couple of days basically in bed asleep. Then, I have this issue with my fruit tree. My brother comes by and he's like, oh, hey, so Ian, your fruit tree, your peaches, half of the tree collapsed and hit the ground. It's actually bending the wood of the tree. It's not actually snapped. So we need to help prop this thing up. Otherwise, it's going to be a big nightmare. I'm going to come by later today and help you out. Can you please go to the hardware store and buy the things that you need to get? So I have to forego my medicine so that I stay awake enough to drive my vehicle. I go to the hardware store, and getting out of the hardware store, I get hit in the parking lot. And I don't mean my vehicle, I mean me. I got hit in the parking lot as a pedestrian. And of course, nobody saw the actual incident happen, but I have two old guys who saw me hit the ground and saw the cart flying away. One of them goes and they chase down the cart, and the other guy helps me up, and they're both just like, oh my god, what the hell happened? Nobody saw the vehicle that blew my leg out, so there I am with two old guys that look like my grandfather helping me hobble to my truck so that I can sit in the side of my car and manually pop my kneecap back into place. You know, lovely. Luckily, I'm out walking just fine from it all, But, you know, add that to the list of things going on. Anyways, that was kind of the big thing for a while. And then my brother shows up later on and says, by the way, Ian, we're going to throw a party at your place. And I'm like, hey, I'm sick. Yeah, but you have all of the cool things here, so we're going to have it here so that we can use some of the things for the kids to enjoy, so that the people that are here, we can use your smoker. We're going to use your grill. It's like, okay. By the way, we're going to catch a few things on fire. We're going to have some serious issues. We're not going to clean anything up the day of. And by the way, I'm going to leave with your oven not working, and you're not going to know why. Anyway, so that all happened. The day after, mind you, I am still sick. I clean the oven. I get things functional again. So I have to do a lot of the messy work there. And then we have a series of like 3 days in which things are dealing with and messing with my chickens, ultimately ending up with the unfortunate death of 4 of my birds, and now me raging a nightmare hellscape feud with whatever the hell is in this area. So my birds right now are on ironclad lockdown. Everything, they're safe, but like I am on hellscape's door, ready to send this creature, whatever it is, to meet Satan firsthand. So there you go. That has been the reason that I have been not able to stream last time, and when it would normally be the time for that, and the situation as it's unfolded. Glad I got that off of my chest. I meant to kind of unravel that story slowly, but after going this long without saying anything, fuck it, we're just gonna plow right through it so that I can be done with it and continue on. Ah, yes, that is me, the new battle researcher. Who are you? Ha, I knew it. My instincts never fail me. My name is Larry, and I will tell you all about the magical... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let him continue talking, and I am gonna re-chat here. That is not very fly. I guess those flies became flues. Good lord, that's a horrible wombo combo. That's why your throat got like that. You got mauled by the mall food. God damn. Mr. Krabs, run, it's the appetizer. That sounds like what... Yeah, that was actually a series of little over almost 2 weeks. It's okay, just hoping you can continue to recover quickly. Rooting for you and your chickens. Well, as far as I am more worried about the chickens than myself. I am already well on the back end of recovery from the illness, and like I said, luckily for me, I have a long history of having that knee issue, and so when I got hit, the vehicle actually hit just my leg. I had a big bruise on the side of my leg there, but it was just a bruise on the side of the leg, and again, the blowing out of the knee was kind of more of a benefit than anything, because that meant when the vehicle hit me, it blew my leg out, spun it sideways, and I fell to the ground, but I didn't take any serious injuries that aren't already things I was dealing with. So I got into the vehicle, popped my knee back into place, and literally by the end of the day that day, I was back up walking around, and by the next following day, it was basically like, yeah, I had that bruise and that sucked, but as far as like everything else, my leg was working just fine. So one of those instances where, congratulations, Ian, your long-term injury was a benefit this day. The gauntlet on your arm is a technological masterpiece, carrying your Koromon, yada yada yada. It does a bunch of shit. Oh shit, wait a minute, it gives me synergy? If you have not played the, oh god, what game was that? Why can't I think of it? I might literally get up and grab my Game Boy Advance games just so that I can, It's on the Switch even. Golden Sun. God, I can't believe I couldn't think of that series. But yeah, no, that literally looks like one of the synergy abilities in Golden Sun. And Percy over there is developing a brand new module all his own. Let's say hi to him. explain what you're working on. The new battle researcher has taken an interest in my project. It's quite simple, you see. I started combining a spark plug together with... Man is in here making a flamethrower. I'm down for this. Yeah, you literally didn't have to explain it further. The man is making a flamethrower. Sorry, got a little carried away. Alright, so Professor Xavier? God, his forehead is massive. All of these are the biggest of eggheads. Larry, I need to borrow Ian for a bit. There are some important matters we need to go over. This is the... Hold on. Are my headphones crackling? Yeah, I don't know what that was I was hearing. Sorry about that. Good lord, that sucks. It's nearing bedtime for me, but enjoy the rest of the stream. Viv, have a good night. Hopefully you get some good sleep. Sweet dreams. And yeah, always appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Whose protege am I? I'm sorry. The stink module? I don't want to meet you by the bridge if you're talking about a stank module. It's nice to finally meet you, Ian. I'm Rigel, head of the R&D lab. Let me explain everything in the privacy of our... I'm sorry. You're new. Let me explain everything in private at the restricted access... Are we going to Epstein's Island? I say no, good sir. Oh, radiation exposure. Yes, that's even better. Follow me, please. By the way, this does nothing about covering up your face. So really, the idea of radiation exposure was a total lie, and I just wanted to see you in something that I found beautiful. Welcome to the restricted access area. Pretty impressive, no? What's this floating thing? This here is what our Titan task force is all about. It is a tiny sliver of Titan essence. You literally have a ball of sparking Titan poo. Look, I do not care about your story. I am going with the idea that you guys have sparking Titan poo. You don't know what it does. You already said as much. So obviously, my theory is just as valid as anybody else's here. I can see it sparking even. If anything, I have more validity to what I said than I don't know. It is kind of cool getting to see the, I assume that is the region's, like, map layout. Apparently everyone looks like the mighty beans in this world. If you rummage through their desk, you might If I rummage through their desks, I might find the Epstein files. Well, you know, that's impossible. I can't find what doesn't exist while simultaneously also existing and being a fabrication of somebody else. So, you know, it's a real shame. I can't manifest what simultaneously does and does not exist. But, you know, if they did exist, and I'm not saying they do, clearly they were a fabrication of, what's his name? Of Professor Rigel, the prior administration to the head of the R&D lab. Alright, I gotta go find Professor Stankmeister. Alright, can I just, like, get past you? Apparently I can't. So, the rumors, they're true. The new Titan Task Force member. It's you, isn't it? Can I just not brag about this for 1 minute? You don't like the name? Well, you'll love what it can do. I might disagree. Normally this patch of grass over here is full of battle-hungry wild Koromon. But with Stink, just one zap and boom, all the Koromon go scamper. You literally want me to cover myself in predator urine, don't you? Here, you seem like the type that learns by experience. Let me install the stink module into your gauntlet. Don't give me your stink! Oh, I feel assaulted by Larry. Well, hold on, where do I go to the human resources department? This is not, no! No, Larry! Alright, wait, no, hold on. No, I am not okay with this. I did not consent. Where is the HR department? Larry just stank all over me. He literally held me at gunpoint on a bridge and made me rank out with his own fucking module. This place is terrible. The man installs a fart gas system into my gauntlet, doesn't give me a choice about it, and then just pieces the fuck out. Fuck that guy. Predator urine? There's an R. Kelly joke in there somewhere. Alright, we got Swarmy. I realize that my creature is a little beat to hell and back, so let's swap it out here. Alright, I should probably... Hold up. Hold up. I can feel up the Swarmy. Oh, that's nasty! Holy shit! Oh, that was disturbing. I just tentacle porned all over the Swarmy. Alright, I'm going to grab this series of items, or money. Cool, $500 just like locked in a chest there. Alright, let's save this game. And I'm going to close it out here, and we are going to check one more game. Can I? Oh, wait, I think I see it. There we go. Luckily, I saved. Get me out of here, and let's do one more of these games. So, let's do New Monsters, because we actually played the other game that this creator made. Let me see if I can set up my settings here to be a little more applicable for this game. One moment, guys. There we go. That's a little bit better. Anyway, sorry about having to make you guys sit through that in the long term there. But we played the other game made by this creator, and I can't remember what it was, but it was the one that we were going to actually play through further. They have actually made this game, and from what I understand, they are currently making another sort of creature collector game. So the individual behind this has their own system that they use, and they are pumping out content pretty well. Alright, we're gonna try... Oh shit, hold up. I guess it's not quite... Oh, there we go, okay. Hello, Hello, I'm Ray. I'm so happy to welcome you to New Monsters. First of all, thank you so much for purchasing the game. In this world, New Monsters is the first fully equipped AR game? Wait. Wait. Are you giving me lore here, or are you telling me that I don't have the hardware to play this game? They're absolutely giving me... Okay, yeah, they're bullshitting me. This is, what are we starting with? We got the little water... We got the little, cum droplet. We got the, flaming ball of heat. I don't even know what that is. They call it a serpent. We're gonna take the cum droplet. It is a natural type of... Yes, totally natural water. So, yeah, this is, you can clearly tell the, very similar stylings to that other game. Yeah, we are not going through that. Hey, Yaska, remember me? Come see me if you're ever feeling lost. I may be able to help. You are literally my Navi. Awesome. By the way, one of the things that I love about these is I am absolutely a fan of these old retro aesthetics. So is this my mother? Hi, honey. I hope you're having fun with your game. Oh, let me take care of your monsters for you. And there. All better. Literally our mother from Pokemon. Still love and respect it. Got some pink lemonade out of the fridge and mixed it with what was left of the Mountain Dew. Honestly, that sounds pretty tasty. Alright, I do have a starting monster, so I guess I don't need to fear the grass. Can I just fight whatever... Is there anything out here? I'm gonna go with no. Walk through... Oh, wait, is that like... Is that because there's gonna be an event here? Okay, that's exactly what it was. I was gonna say, is that an event or am I sneaking? Hey, Yaska. You're playing the new AR game, right? Me too. We've never battled anyone before. You've never battled anyone before? Me neither. I just selected my first monster today, so, show me what you've got. Okay, so we are actually playing like an augmented reality game. We aren't here in like a big... These aren't real creatures. Alright, so even the battle effects, like this is all very... again, this is retro as absolute fuck, and I kind of like it. If you reach 1,100 ELO, be sure to find an elite. Fair enough. Isarok. Alright, got an item. I mean, I guess in general, it's just you exist in this world. Go Fight Club with your augmented reality thing. That thing looks terrible, though. So the monsters are Yu-Gi-Oh! Holograms. Thanks, Kaiba. God, I can't be the only one that is still to this day wondering why there is not a, why Konami has not put the resources in to making their Battle Network, whatever, is it Battle Network? What's the one that they actually made that you can buy? I know there's one where you even get to fight like other, actual other matches that is out there. I have that one on the Switch. But what is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle system that Konami makes? And why have they not actually made that as like something that you could put into a VR headset or even just like an augmented reality version with your phone? Like they have these cards and some of them have models, they have animations. Like why is this not a thing yet, Konami? Oh, shit, wait. Fire is more effective against... Well, I guess my cum dribble is not that good against fire. That is not the way I would have seen that going. But clearly I'm just getting stronger and stronger with each match, so, you know. Soon I will be the very best, like no one ever. That thing's adorable. I don't know why I see that thing as adorable as it is, but I want it. Do I heal in between battles? Holy shit, I actually have to download the data to it. That's kind of cool. Did you know mana resets? Yeah, I just found that out. Oh, mana resets, but your health doesn't. Okay, I do see I am a little damaged. Alright, so this is another fire boy, I guess? I mean, honestly, you know, our little... I'm gonna keep calling it that. Our little cum dribble is, wait, hold on. I was gonna say smearing the competition, but I feel like the implications there are a little terrible. Oh, hello. You're here to play the new Monsters, right? Actually, I work for Yanako RPGs, the new Monsters retailer. You can purchase the game at any AR store like this one, right? I thought I had the game. This is also where you'll interact with the game as you play. You can change or heal your monsters. Oh, that's what you mean by interact. There's more things going on than... Okay, but I'm still playing the game out here. This is absolutely like a Pokemart Pokecenter in... What did you just do to me? What was that? Why do I feel violated? Cool. I didn't consent to anything. You just... You just like chimed all over me. What the hell? Oh shit, like God damn, could you imagine like a game that is so prolific that parts of the actual world are locked off to you if you just aren't good enough at the game? This absolutely is straight up some Yu-Gi-Oh bullshit. Like that is exactly what the fuck Yu-Gi-Oh is about. What's that? You're not good enough at this card game? Get fucked, asshole. What are you looking at? I forgot. You good, bro? Furniture store. So we got some cool adverts there. I guess I have to go back and, I don't know, start beating the shit out of people. So yeah, I actually think that there's not going to be a lot to dissect in this game. It is going to be fairly straightforward and simple. So yeah, like I genuinely have to just say in all honesty, like this was one that I wanted to play just to show off the aesthetics and make a point in the tie-in from this game to the other one that we played by the same creator. So I am going to wrap this one up very early because there is one other game I want to play at this time here. Let's get this going. And I believe... There we go. So this is another one of... This is actually another game that is not full screened and is clearly seems to have the aesthetic of a older game. This one is Monster Crown, and one thing I will say is unfortunately it does have a large loading time. I did load this game earlier to give this one a look-see Unfortunately, it's going to take a minute, but this will give me an opportunity to deal with the ever-encroaching issues of the sinuses, so please give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully there's not going to be too much longer for this game to load. It is, unfortunately, what it is, but we do get this fun little opening. I did see some of this earlier, but, again, I kind of skipped around past it because I was more so worried about, holy shit! Oh, she's kind of fine, though. Monster Crown, Red King. I know nothing about this game. I do know that it's a little quiet, unfortunately. Holy cow, that's real quiet. Yeah, there we go. Let's pump that up a little bit. What is your name? My name... Why do we look like Luffy? There we go. We're gonna go with he. Oh, shit. Wait, hold up. No, we're gonna stick with Luffy. You can't spawn me in looking like the king of the pirates and not expect me to just be all in on that. 8 years ago. Luffy? What was it? Dragon? Luffy, camping like this is a lot of fun, isn't it? It's important to remember, though, that the wilds can be very dangerous. Luckily for us, we're only a few minutes from home. And we've got our pal, Tidon here. It's important to remember that these lands are home to monsters of all shapes and sizes. So whenever you're out in the wilderness, you have to be extra careful. A monster to protect yourself, a map to find your way. Only a fool would travel without protection. By the way, that's just general advice for everything. I don't care what kind of dry spell you think you're in, what kind of record you think you're packing, but always carry protection because you never know when the opportunity may arise and you want to be ready. Luffy, let me tell you a bit about the differences between man and monster. So we are man, and this thing will kill you in a heartbeat. Monsters pursue their own goals, without much care for humans. However, mankind is resourceful. Many years ago, divine symbols were discovered that, when printed on a scroll, allow monsters and man to form a pact that offers benefits to both. Okay, so we are literally forming pacts with demons. Cool. Mankind's intelligence and ability to travel allow their companion monsters to face a variety of challenges and grow strong. So, form pacts with demons, make them stronger. Honestly, this is still sounding like a game that's nothing but sound life advice. Always carry protection. Make sure that the pacts that you make with those from the underworld are beneficial to you both. But don't forget, Luffy, you are going to be king of the monsters! Wait. Dad? Seeking power above all else can come at a price. None of us are prepared to pay. Dad, I feel like I was not given adequate information regarding what happened to that lady. You're talking about demons, pacts, and signing contracts. And the next thing I know, you're talking about some lady who went to go find some demon daddy. Were you just not ready to have the birds and the bees talk? Holy shit, whatever my menu system is it's straight up cracked and fucked. But good morning, Luffy. Are you resting for the day? Why don't you go outside and see what your father wants? Got it, Mom. Ah, there he is. Dragon, what's going on here? Luffy, there you are. Did Mom finally... Real question. Who the hell is Luffy's mom? We're gonna stew on that question for a moment. Did Mom finally wake you up? Hope you're rested. We need to clear that new field to the southwest and start... So now we're having the birds and the bees talk, huh? We gotta go out and, clear that field and start laying seed. We don't do it this week. The crops won't have time. Oh, okay. So we're still not gonna have the birds and the bee talks. Got it. Clearly I'm still a child. Go to the field, pick up the pumpkins, and feed them to Tidon. Or you can crush them with B. Afterwards, come back and let me know that you've got it done. Got it, go feed the monster. Pumpkin. Oh, okay. Smash the hell out of the A. Oh, no, okay. That looks like beat the hell out of the A button to me. It kind of is, but it's only beat the hell out of the A button when you're feeding Tidon. Alright, there we go. I have cleared the field so that now we can, as you say, sow the seed. Hey, you have chores to do, so while we're waiting for this, form a pact with this demon and fight this creature. Hopefully you're ready to sell your soul, son. Alright, let's just get on through a lot of that. We're gonna go for the Power 3, Power 4. I guess let's just full-on body tackle this thing. Again, what is the deal with our father that's just like, so you could fight this thing and kill it, or, you know, sell your soul, see what happens. Did that girl get Typhlosioned? I'm thinking that girl got Typhlosioned, Rigid. I also feel like that girl is going to be the girl that was in that opening video, and, the potential for that to be her and for her to be partnered with a demon daddy is, uncomfortable. Although I guess if I'm going to be king of the demons, I am going to need a queen at some point. I don't know anything that he said. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna take my demon and go fight shit now. I really hope that's what he said to go do. Alright, I think there was some talk about a cart. Do not need the cart. Alright, Dad, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't pay attention to a single thing you said, which is, probably a little more true to life than it needs to be. Oh shit, okay, no, actually go fight shit. You need to capture a Primogon. Okay, but like, Dad, where do I... That's kind of adorable. But how do I leave here and fight the everything? Cool, I found my way. Well, I'll be damned! It's kinda weird. But, found it. This thing is a defensive beast. We're level 6, it's level 2, and it's taking these shots like it's nothing. Like, I get that there's a disadvantage that it's talking about, but that's fuck all for damage. I can still hit it with another body tackle. Alright, we should be able to sell our soul to this creature now. Oh shit, wait, another one! Alright, we've already dealt with this thing before. Can I just escape? Awesome. And get me the hell out of there, because apparently things spawn into this world pretty quickly. Dad, I got your demon. Well, I've got a little surprise for you since you did such a great job today. Last week when I made that trip into Charity Kingdom, I bought you a comic book! Why don't you take a break for now? Maybe give it a read. Oh, don't forget to check the back cover. There's something there I want you to see. The comic is interesting and enjoyable, but it's not the first issue, so the story is hard to follow. And on the back cover, Dad, this is pornography! Answer these questions and mail them in with 1 gold to win your very own monster. Question 1, you participate. I kind of like the personality quiz things. I'm a big fan of these in games. Cubone if it was a cow. That's... You know, I kind of thought it was, I couldn't think of the Pokemon, but Aggron, it gave me Aggron vibes, but if it had the Cubone aesthetic. Aron is the one I'm thinking of, the baby first form. You're participating in a 5K race, what do you do? Fucking not doing that, that's first of all. Have you not heard about my continued issue with the knee damage? When it comes to music, you prefer fucking... Oh wait, shit! I was gonna say hard rock, but we got metal, we got punk. You know, of the choices, I'm gonna go hard rock. But like, all 3 of those are valid. For a hobby, you prefer... Okay, wait. Wait, I can do both of these. I'm gonna go getting in fights. I wonder what variety there is there that you could get. Luffy, it's time to wake up. Oh, good morning. What's with the expression? Oh, today is... You're expecting to get a monster in the mail, aren't you? I wish you would have asked me before you sent that. It sounds an awful lot like a scam. Yeah, Mom, Dad's the one that said to do it, and, you know, Dad clearly has the history with selling his soul to demons, so I'm gonna follow in his footsteps because clearly he's doing everything right. When I was a girl, I sent money to get x-ray glasses, but they never came. Now why don't you go see if your father... Sweet. I'm gonna go get my demon. I feel demon is even more applicable now. You sure that Luffy is old enough to handle this? Of course, he's 14. He's got to figure out how to, you know, make pacts with the underworld, sacrifice a few animals, maybe kill a goat or 2. He's got to learn this stuff eventually. That's plenty old enough. Well, it came with all the paperwork, so... Your kid's funeral. Just sign here and take the type of monster next to its records. Alright. Holy shit! Hold on! The Hooclaw, and it's the type malicious. And this thing literally is coming out here with a full scythe arm bigger than its fucking body. Oh, okay. Wait, I have choices? Okay, wait a minute. I kinda like the idea of this thing was just fucking monstrous. Also, its type is malicious. I'm a big fan of just doggy type, so like I would normally pick that, but that is just fucking awesome. We got like Whale Gator, which is kinda dope. And then just Muscle Gargoyle, and I fucking love that too. Alright, we got Baby Kraken as well. Like, what the fuck is with some of these just being hilariously awesome? I'm gonna take the Hooclaw though. I'm fairly certain this is not the monster for me, but I mean, you literally showed up and it was just like, hey, so sell your soul to a demon. I don't know if your kid's ready for this. Nah, he's good. By the way, creature with a blade for an appendage bigger than the rest of its fucking body. Why did she want X-ray glasses? Absolutely. That's the only reason anybody ever wants X-ray glasses, Rigid. It must be a first level. I've never seen one like this before. I can't even tell what type it is. Unstable? No, it was like malicious or something like that. No, it's definitely relentless. Well, Luffy, you're off the hook from farming today. Go figure out what's up with your demon and sell and give it souls to make it stronger. Go fight some of the monsters outside of the farm, and when it's gathered enough souls, come back and we'll have dinner. Party experiences shared. Okay, well, there you go. You can toggle that off. There you go. You can have a more traditional Pokemon experience. Oh shit, hold on. It's a musical note that murders shit. Alright, it is death metal. Holy fuck, I'm in favor of that now. Hold up, that's kind of awesome. It's a scythe-wielding musical note. It's literally death metal. Power 5 lowers defense. It's literally a strong... Oh, wait, hold on. Is that... No, it really is. It's a strong, powerful move. That lowers their defense. It gets stronger the more you use it. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll just get with a little bit more murder. Feed to the collective. Okay, hold on. This one's a little bit tough here. Let's see if this is any bit different. Okay, that's dope as fuck, though. I literally gave it. That's kind of cool, though. Alright, do I have... Wait. I do have some packs. Awesome. Let's see if we can capture this thing. Look, if I can't kill it, I'm just gonna make it join me. That's my way of getting around that. Let's see if I can go home and heal up for a bit. Mom, fighting demons is hard. Oh shit, wait, I can't heal up here? Wait, no, I want to go in. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's heal up that way. I assume that's healing me. I kind of want to know what, like, this thing is going to transform into. The last one was kind of like, you know, it is what it is, but something about this, I want to see what the demon turns into. I don't think we're going to play enough of this to get there, but I do want to earn my dad's approval, because apparently I don't get to do that anymore. I literally summoned the Grim Reaper, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why that's just as cool to me as it is. Alright, is this one stronger still? Is this like level 4? Oh shit, I can switch up who I send in first. I mean, we're still gonna go with Hoopla. Alright, so yeah, it is actually just significantly better to do the damage first. Or to do the defense dropping first. These things really are tanky as all fuck. Alright, we're gonna keep going and tear this thing apart. It does seem that the creature I picked first is probably a bit of a glass cannon, because it does not like taking an ass beating for anything. It's literally down to 1 health. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, I gotta go home and rest in bed again. Because the demon that I made a pact with is a little bit of a bitch. The real question is, why does the Grim Reaper have a Jamaican accent? I feel like that's a reference that is going way over my head. Yo, is that a pony? Is that a rock pony? I'm gonna fuck up the rock pony. Oh, okay, it's more like a rock pony gator? Lizard? Well, it's a lizard of some sort. Laz is a little too obvious. All we had to do was fight a level 1 creature for it to finally be able to kill something. Alright, we are going to continue with the Hoo Claw approach. Hit it with the Envelop. And then the Scythe Slice, do a lot of damage there. Alright, I really would like to see Hoo Claw actually get the kill here, but I just... Hoo Claw is a little bit... Yeah, let's see here. What is this? Is it really just the typing being that advantageous? Alright, hit it with the swipe, end its day. Alright, I've just gotta fight one more thing. Just literally anything. Get in here. Oh, okay, Billy and Mandy, yep. Well, I suppose the answer there is fairly obvious. Grim, kind of just knows what he's about. I'm gonna try to make a weed reference, but it was not gonna work for me. Alright. Luckily, I don't worry too much about losing the Primegon, if it happens, but apparently Primegon is just too tanky. Alright, everybody leveled up. You can get stat bonuses in the fractions? That's interesting. Alright, Dad, I leveled up. Can I progress in the story now? I need things to fight that aren't gonna kick my ass. Wow, that monster's already getting tougher. Now, Luffy, are you aware of how trade relationships work? Well, I'm aware of the free market. We have to maintain a good standing with other towns to get access to things that we need. Food, oil, that sort of things. Economics aside, it's customary to give gifts to the king to show goodwill. Also, so that he doesn't come through with his soldiers and kill your father and mother. We're pretty far from all 3 kingdoms, but I'd like to get onto the good side of the closest one. I'd like you to be the one to deliver the gift. On the way home last week, again, I did a lot of things last week. Don't tell your mother. I stopped in with an old friend of mine. He's a fisherman and he offered me a beautiful pearl he found out at sea. So I decided I'm not going to give it to my wife, and I'm going to have you take it to the king. Take this to Humanism Kingdom. Why does King Tenna sound like he's some sort of human supremacist? I just know it'll make a good impression. Along the way, it'll be a great opportunity for you to find and trade monsters, and find new ones to tame. I know it's scary leaving home. I wouldn't ask you if I didn't think you could handle it. Your mom and I will always be here for you if you get hurt. And by always be here for you, I mean we literally have demons running around that have blades attached to their body bigger than you are as a person. So when they come here and you're not here, and all I can do is try my best to defend us against the horde of demons trying to tear your mother and I apart, I hope you will understand when you see our severed heads on pikes that we love you. It'll all be fun. Here, take this island map and a few packs for the road. Call me from the general store in Milltown when you get there, okay? I'm sure you'll be fine. But I'm still your dad after all. Cool. I'm gonna take these packs and this pearl. I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna tell Mom about your trips around the town last week. There are 5 monster types: malicious, brute, will, relentless, and unstable. So in order to be prepared and ready to counter any foe you might encounter, it's smart to have one of each type on your team. That is really weird that our typings are very vague and a little unsettling. Hold on, let me round up Tidon and that Primogen you tamed, and meet me outside and just... Is our mom literally about to be like, so, yeah, we're gonna throw down? No shit! Our mother's just like, by the way, get over here and let me beat your ass! Finally, a game that understands parenting! Now you got me thinking of that episode of Billy and Mandy where they made brownies so good that they literally woke up the dead. So, yeah, that's a thing. Check this out. This is the synergy gauge. If you swap monsters during battle, the synergy level will build. When you finally attack, the synergy is unleashed, powering up your attack. Watch and learn. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm going to continue into this avenue with the defense lowering because Tidon is getting stronger and stronger. You would. Thanks, Mom. Alright, there we go. I mean, honestly, it kind of feels like I'm putting in some work here, Ma. You've got a massive level advantage. And you've only taken out one of my creatures. I love how my mom's just like, so here's this really cool mechanic. Watch and learn as I beat as I put your demons back into the dirt. And I'm rocking up with creatures half her level and just fucking doing some work there. Cool. So synergy's a thing, and don't use it because when my mother tried to use it, I beat her down with creatures half as strong as hers. So, ignore synergy, sell your soul to Satan, and, go meet kings and engage in the act of bribery. All good lessons to learn. Alright, I am going to wrap this game up here, and, honestly, there have been a couple of these games that I think I'm going to keep around, but, these have been a fun couple to check out. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. I am going to wrap this stream up here, but it has been great fun. So thank you so much for stopping in. I hope to see you all next time, but I've got to wrap this up. I've got to get to bed, and I probably have to justify my actions to a couple of people now. So thanks so much. Have a good one, and as always, hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.